members.
Oh,
That's sitting in the middle.
okay. So there, I mean, I don't know if that cuts the feed.
No, we still hear you.
I mean, we
Okay,
can see ya.
but I can't get to see you guys. That's what I loved about Hangouts is like, it only like gave me the video of who was actually talking. It was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean,
We'll see.
you could put it back on and see if you have more problems, and then turn it off. I don't know.
I'll just go over to Fantasy Grounds and join, and then hopefully.
Yeah, currently not too much is going on Fantasy Grounds, obviously, until something happens. But all right. So the deal was, yeah, you guys are in your ship. A lot of shit's going on. Danny, since Hermie is probably more futzing with techie stuff and stuff like that, give me a communication role or whatever.
Oh yeah, I would definitely be fucking around trying to get the comms to work.
Right.
Because they were all broken. That definitely sounds like something I'm gonna be doing.
We do want to contact the ship to make sure that we can get through.
I mean, that's good enough. I would just say you kind of pulled up like the local video for like the port and stuff like that. So you're kind of watching like you're watching the drop team that's hit the port and is significantly attacking the rebels that are there and routing them, or basically turning them into Swiss cheese.
I'm gonna work on my gamble skill and I'm gonna start taking bets.
Okay, all right.
Perfect.
So, 5-1 odds the rebels. The rebels are the one.
You're betting for the rebels?
No, I'm setting. I'm gonna be holding everybody's money for the.
Oh.
He's not betting on anyone. He's just the broker.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm working on my gamble and broker skills currently. So.
Okay.
The bookie.
But that's just for flavor.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely. I mean, give me a gamble skill or whatever.
All right, I will use broker because I am working on gambles. So
okay.
I don't have gamble. No.
And I guess that would be a pretty good call for a broker skill too.
7.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting about that many people are taking you up on some bets going on there and stuff like that on the side. Now, I mean,
other ones are looking at you horrified.
Right, and Sunstrom seems not too all that happy with people facing bets, but he's too busy trying to figure out what the hell to do too. Like, probably talking with Vic and Ridgeland about and the rest of his team of leaders about what should we're right now we've got that big ship up there and we can't just take off.
Well, I mean, we could try and negotiate a movement. Like, there's plenty of farmland we could probably set down in some field or whatever. Biggest worry I have is that fucking like suitcase nuke the rebels have.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
How did they get a suitcase nuke?
Those crafty rebels.
Like, I mean, hey, we are like 1 parsec away from
one jump away from.
We are 1 jump away from a new uranium planet.
Give me a deception.
Is it really a deception? I'm not lying.
Yeah, you
are.
You're just not telling the truth. I'm not lying. You're just not telling the truth. Seeding the ground with alternatives.
Alright, well, let's see here. Where's that? There it is. Oh god. That's pretty bad.
He kind of gives you like kind of the eyebrow up look, like he knows you're not completely honest with him, and he's like, well, whatever. At least you got rid of those other nukes that you bought, right?
No, we still got them.
You what?
Here, look,
no, they're here. We have them here. Don't worry. They're safe. Those are safe.
But, shit.
We wouldn't want to lose those.
Yeah, no, that's an entire arsenal, man.
I thought you were gonna sell them.
I mean, we were trying to, or they were trying to.
Yeah, there was well, a rebellion. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
You've got to understand the danger in trying to advertise nukes for sale.
Yeah, there's got to be like a setup.
Oh,
And
jeez.
clearly, given the political climate on this planet, we were concerned that it might be used imminently while we were still here. So you perhaps understand our reluctance.
Well, that's a
My
good.
deception.
That's a good point. Oh shit.
Yeah, that would have been a bit messy, as they would say.
Well, how the hell do we get out of here?
But we had,
Well,
Ridgeland
Ridgeland at least made up for.
You know what? I like that about his character.
Yeah.
Like,
Ridgeland made up
Rick is
for
a
Vic's
terrible
fuck up a
liar.
little bit by kind of smoothing it over with his fellow sword wielder business partner.
It's all right, Meg.
We got to get rid of them, but we got to get out of here first, right? Shit, what
do
the
you
hell are
wanna
we gonna do?
Vic? For some reason, I think that you might have a keen interest on what we do in this matter. Something
I
personal,
do.
perhaps. I don't know.
I do. My keen interest is living.
Yes, but what about all the other people that are gonna die? Aren't you concerned about them?
Absolutely, but I mean, my concern
And
doesn't
although
mean
there's
much if I am
clearly-
also dead. Listen, man. Listen, man. I know a fight. I know a fight I can win when I can see it. I don't know if this is a fight we can win. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not really a hero.
I don't think we can break free of the blockade either. And I don't know.
That doesn't really matter. Eventually, shit'll calm down, even if we have to wait a week or whatever. We just need to get away from here so we don't get caught. We just need to do something in order to not get caught in a nuclear blast. That's the main thing I'm worried about.
Tony, are we within the blast radius? Like, if we shelter inside a spaceship, it can do atmospheric. Is it a suitcase nuke is not very big. Is it far enough away? Would I know that? Would anybody among us know that? Would he? I mean, I would like to know if hanging tight is a good option, viable. I mean,
Give me a nuclear roll or
Let's see.
I think that's something I would just at this point be like, oh well, I could probably look that up.
Actually, you know what? Honestly, given the size of the suitcase he saw and the radioactive signature, Hermie could probably tell us exactly how big that blast is.
Yeah, I did actually get a Geiger reading on it. That's true.
Yeah. So
try.
I'd even say you should have like a plus to that or a boon or something like that. Whatever roll it would be. Alternately, I can do an explosives roll with that same knowledge, unless you also have explosives. But I'm only on a plus.
No, but I do have engineering with a +6, so I think yeah, I'll try to do some math. If we're really worried about it, I'll do some math about nukes. I learned a lot about them recently.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I think the yacht club is far enough away to take a vehicle, but it's close enough. I'd imagine it's probably close enough to still be close enough to the downport because it's a yacht club or something.
I mean,
I don't know.
Consider this. I know this might for the plot, but in order for a ship the size of the Skandersvik to actually lift off, it actually has to have fuels. And that alone, like, that's why the platforms are so big and made out of like aerocrete.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like nuclear bombs going off there almost. So
Yeah.
if
So
it's next door and it's really dirty, or if it's a neutron bomb, we might be really concerned. But
It's probably just a
I
practical nuclear.
almost think that hiding in the Skandersvik might be Good idea. We've got a lot of guns here.
I mean, yeah. Like what I mean is, we should probably move the Scanders Vic so it doesn't get caught up in the blast, so we don't have to do any repair or refitting. Like, yeah, we might survive, but that doesn't mean that the Scanders Vic will necessarily be good to fly after it. We should probably minimize
that might be
damage.
you might be able to somebody. You know, a lot of fighting's going on in the capital city. I mean, saw stormtroopers dropped. We would like to remove our don't have a dog in this fight ship from areas so that our crewmen can be safe.
Absolutely.
That might be a good argument.
Like, okay, so to kind of give a background on what's going on in Vic's head, is he knows he's got like a priority of responsibilities, and his priority of responsibilities starts at the Scanders Vic. Part of him wants to go out and stop that nuke on his own, but he's also very, how do you put it? He's also very reticent to do so, because aside from simply like the very obvious possibility he'll fail, it would also kind of put the Scanders Vic and his friends in mortal peril. And also, he'd probably get in deep shit with the rebels who he built contacts with if he like intervenes in a way that doesn't help them.
Yeah, he just single-handedly gets rid of their best, the best
their only
card.
trump card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the task. Vigilant is perversely attracted to that insane plan.
And Vic is not attracted to any plan which puts him in direct conflict with the Imperium for a lot of different reasons.
What if we were able to get it for the Imperium?
That would be a terrible idea and get us in deep shit with the rebels too.
Hermes,
we'll have lost at that point. They won't have any cards to play.
Hermes' calculation, he kind of did a decent job of calculating as an engineer potentials. I mean, it all depends, I guess, is what he comes up with. It all depends on the nuke itself. You guys didn't get a good look at it. What's in the suitcase nuke? And also with his role, he's kind of like, well, what if they have more than one?
I don't know how much shielding was on the suitcase.
Good point. All the more reason for us just to get out of the city.
What was the nature of the shielding? How close are they going to be? Are they going to try and storm the drop port so that they can get off world?
I mean, Ridgeland has a good point about it maybe having, the port might be sturdy enough to withstand stuff. It doesn't mean you're not going to be in some kind of radioactive kind of thing going on, fallout thing and stuff, but
we have shielding ship and I have a radiation suit. That's not really the concern.
Right.
But it is sort of like, maybe we should put ourselves in a position where we don't have to fix the ship in worst case scenarios.
On a hostile planet? Okay, I agree. Let's try and move the ship. Let's try and move the ship.
So I think the goal would be to Vic isn't going to do it because he's a terrible liar, and I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, but you're the Imperial guy. You got to do it. Oh, come on.
No. I can give you some codes to contact them with, but they're old. Like, besides, this ain't my ship. I can't be the one to make the request.
Okay.
You just tell them that they got a fucking pocket nuke.
All right. I'm gonna.
Sunstorm's like, do they know that there's a nuke?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Sunstrom.
Yeah, I don't know, but you should tell them that they have a nuke, and we know because of contacts.
Oh, right. I don't want to.
Hey,
I don't even want to touch that mud pit. We're completely unconnected.
I'm with Ridgeland. I don't want to touch that.
Listen. Here's the thing. If they don't know then that one of the, like a nuke or maybe more, I don't know, a nuke might go off in the middle of the goddamn city, and we'll be in the blast wave.
Can we shove all those nukes into your ship?
What? No. That's not how nukes work. Nukes are like self-contained. Like, you need to go through the process of like setting off some TNT next to a nuke doesn't set off a nuclear device. No. Our nukes are fine. They're safe. There's nothing that happens.
That's not what he's saying, dude.
No.
He wants all the nukes on the Albatross and the Albatross off the scanner.
We can fit like maybe half of them, I think. But
shit.
We got 10 tons.
Don't split them up. Jesus.
Listen,
That's the last thing we need is proliferation.
There's
Do
no
not
risk.
be.
Listen, there's no risk. The problem there's no risk with our nuke. The problem is like we just want to get out of any blast zone the Imperials will probably want to know that so they don't go and accidentally get a bunch of their dudes vaporized by a nuke. Okay?
Aren't the Imperials known for doing ship checks and stuff?
This ain't their planet. That's not their business.
And even if they are, we have all the paperwork.
We got all the paperwork. This is an official transfer from the other planet. We're on the level. This ain't their system.
That won't stop it from them taking it from us. It might stop them from killing us for it.
Okay, yeah, okay. They take our nukes. What then? We have. Okay, then they better pay us for them. That's all I'm saying.
they might be.
Good luck with that.
That might be the rule of law in most of the.
Yeah, well,
but when it comes to nukes, man, all bets are off the table.
Yeah, well, again, this ain't their system. They can go cry about it to someone else. This is totally legal.
We're gonna ask them just to move the ship.
Yeah, we're just moving. That's it.
All right.
We don't need to tell them about our nukes. We need to tell them about their nukes, so that they don't go creating some shit, and then we gotta move so that then if they do create some shit, it doesn't hit us.
Yeah, we're not even leaving the planet. We're just getting out of the way.
Well,
yeah, pretty much.
You guys are Imperials, Hermie and Vic. I mean,
okay.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm not a politician. I don't think that matters.
I mean, you're connected in the scout services too, Vic.
I come from the deepest, darkest slums of Cyril. I may as well be a gnat to these people.
He's cannon fodder that made it through the other side.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm working independently.
That one of the guys said you knew that princess or something like that, and were good friends with her.
Oh yeah. Her father almost had me killed.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we're not friends.
Did she recognize you?
I don't think so. But I kind of can't blame her. She was like what, 12? I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Good lord, Matt. How old were you?
What?
Hope you were 12.
Shit. 18?
Oh,
I don't remember.
man.
It was a long time ago. She's a cadet, so she was like 7. Never mind.
Well, why did she try to have you killed?
She didn't.
Oh.
My dad did.
Why?
It work. Because he didn't like me. I was the freaking ace of the. I was the ace at the naval academy.
But it had nothing to do with her, right?
Oh no.
Good. Thank God.
No,
Why do you
I
say
got no
that?
ill will to her. She's just an idiot.
Did you bring her on board?
No. Let's
We'll just
not
have to
even
fight
deal with
through,
her.
You know, we'll just have to fight through all of the Imperials and also the rebels. But yeah, no, I don't give a fuck.
Does anybody know what the situation is with her right now? Since we got back from getting Magnus, is she still holed up at Capitol Building, or?
I would assume so, but I guess she saw something she didn't like, hence all the drop troops.
Well, as you're saying that, actually, Hermes got like some channels on, and there's like somebody like with the grainy camera trying to like show footage of like that building being massively attacked by the drop forces and rebels fighting back, and then you have one rebel coming on, and he's like says something about multiple nukes around the city. All drop forces should fall back, or we're gonna blow the entire
We should
fucking
probably
city.
move now. Okay.
I will
So, like,
walk over
Hermie-
to the comm channel. I will open a channel to the Imperial ship or whoever we've been talking to, and be like, Imperial Overwatch. This is the Scandersvik requesting permission to change ports on planet. We will not be attempting to orbit or leave the planet. We would just like to decamp from the capital to a safe distance. Do we have your permission?
This is the Imperial ship Municipus. Who's calling? What is this ship?
This is the Free Trader Scandersvik.
Scandersvik.
Sword World Free Trader Skandovic. May emphasize the international incident possible.
Yes. We are chartered out of the Sword World. We are a neutral third party. We are attempting to avoid any damage or persons or property. We understand that there's a... What's the word?
Oh no, he froze again. No, he
Oh,
didn't.
no.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't. I froze up here. Blockade. There's a blockade of the planet. We understand there's a blockade of the planet.
Yeah, we will be
We're just trying to change ports. Different city, different drop port.
different city, different drop port.
Same planet.
Yeah.
Same dis-
I'm gonna have to talk to my boss about that. Please hold.
Time is of the essence, sir.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going.
You hear music like elevator music playing.
Ipanema, right?
In the meantime, I am going
Of course
to
it's that
roll a leadership check and try and convince like non-combatants on the port to get onto the ship, so that they don't get caught up in the blast. Who are kind of like non-combatants, mind you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Give me
save
a
some lives.
leadership.
Yeah, save some lives. Oh yeah, I rolled pretty well.
Yeah, that's pretty well. Yeah, I mean,
I hope you're saving lives.
it's
I'm
not
pulling people to get into the ship.
it's not very hard to get like the frozen yogurt girl to go. Oh my God! Thank God somebody's letting me get out of here. Are we leaving right away?
No, just
Okay.
get into the ship. We're trying to get as many non-combatants out of this place as we can.
Yeah, I'm in. Thank
Now we're
you.
calling them used to call that booty in the old days. Combatants, that works.
Hey! Not every not every male military-age dock worker is also a rebel. Come on.
Yeah, the barkeep at the bars, like, fuck this, yeah, I'm out of here, or whatever. And I mean, essentially, yeah, they're all. But then there is like, there's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm totally ready to get out of here. And you see him kind of
Totally
toss a gun in the corner.
As long as they don't have a gun, okay, fine.
he's pulled off his like little armband or whatever, his rebel armband.
It's like an obvious tear where his for the people patch was on his jacket. I mean, you know what? Okay.
He covers the rebel tattoo up a little bit with his, pulling down his sleeve.
Okay, I ain't got time for that. That's whatever.
So, I mean, pretty much.
If we do save some fleeing rebels, that does also buy us some capital with the rebel leaders too. So.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much most of the
Not
non-combatants.
deserters. Not if we're evacuating deserters. That's not gonna help.
I mean, apparently the drop troops are doing pretty well against the rebels in the downport. So whatever.
Big shocker right there.
Hey, do you have a portable tattoo remover kit on your ship or anything?
Don't talk to me. I'm only here to help save lives.
No,
You can go out there and ask.
Herbie's got one. I know he does. And if not, he'll make you one in like 4 hours.
Yeah, let's get you a laser. I'll just make a laser quick.
While Vic's doing that, I'm gonna go and get a drink.
Is there any response from the Imperium? Since
Uh,
since Vic invited all these security risks on board.
well, yeah, all the riffraff is coming aboard. The people who just wanted to get out of the gunfire and stuff. So that's definitely happening. You're still hearing the background elevator music. I'm gonna use the restroom while I think about what I'm gonna say here.
All right, I'll be back in 5.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
We still waiting for Liam?
I think so.
Okay.
Looks like a busy dude. Fingers in a lot of pies.
Is he busy?
Uh-oh.
No.
Really like that background though. I need to get like an Iceland one.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know. There was just some generic default backgrounds. I don't know if you can put anything you want up.
I think you can.
Is it under settings?
Yeah.
User settings.
Yeah.
I'm clicking on the picture and I'm not seeing any options there.
In the little, on the bottom of your screen, the little camera with the little arrow on it. You can go to
Yeah.
change video background.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit, but
Yeah, that's where I usually control my settings from. It's because you can do all your microphones and stuff from here. It's way easier.
The camera with the chevron?
Yeah. Mhm. So then you can, click that, then there's a change video background.
well, you have to subscribe with Discord Nitro or something to put up a custom one or some shit.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
That feels right.
Well, I'm not part of the in group. Have to settle for the file cabinet.
What is this shit? Some of these look kind of like, that's weird mushrooms and stuff. There. Does that work?
Oh man, that reminds me of high school.
Yeah, it's at least more fun than regular mushroom.
You talking about psilocybe? Boomers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna be pretty busy, Barry, right? You said on your thing.
Yeah, well, it is. It's really busy. So next Wednesday and Thursday, there's this Wednesday and Thursday, but I got him to change his mind. My son has tryouts for competitive soccer, and it's pretty important for him.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got vacation that's scheduled, and that includes a trip to Utah. Just funner than it sounds. And
Yeah.
we're gonna try and get some camping in there too. Now, if one of y'all is gonna be gone on the 3rd, and that was good that you clued me into that, so I can
Yeah.
set that up. We can actually go camping over like those 3 days, so that helps.
Yeah, I'm going to Gen Con, so I know I won't be around on the 3rd. Gen Con's actually on the 4th, but I mean, I'll be driving there and whatever. And I think I'll
Right.
probably get there
Right.
a day early or something. So
Yeah. Claire and I were gonna go to Gen Con, but we just canceled our Airbnb.
What? Really?
A couple days ago, yeah. Because just because we know a bunch of people who just went to a con and got COVID. And so,
what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we were like, I don't know. Just like, I mean, it's getting bad out there again.
Is it? They make people wear masks though, and whatever.
Yeah.
And give
Yeah,
I think their COVID card or some shit and stuff.
Yeah,
What's
what
it like
is,
to
I think-
fly? Do you have to have a shot to fly or wear a mask to fly? What's it
Not
like?
anymore.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I haven't been on a plane.
I mean, I was on a plane and nobody bothered me. I mean, about 75% of the people weren't wearing masks, probably more.
Okay.
And same thing in the airport. About 75% to 80, probably almost 90% of the people weren't wearing masks. We're just walking around, strolling around, doing whatever. I don't know.
Nice part about well, I mean, you're going from like, was it where'd you fly out of? Chicago or Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
No.
Milwaukee
You're going
to
from Milwaukee to Louisiana from.
well, and then we had layovers both on the way down and back, and so we were in DC at one point, on the way back and down. I forgot where. Where did we stop? Like Atlanta, maybe? No, St. Louis.
Mhm.
And we had a long layover in St. Louis. It was fucking hours long. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I've tested twice for COVID and don't have it, and my wife hasn't either. But my daughter, who decided to stay home in Milwaukee, got COVID. Like I don't know. We had her test like the day before we came back, and she had COVID. So we
Oh,
made her
gosh.
stay in her bedroom and stuff. So
Was
far,
she
we don't
sick?
have it either. So, huh?
Was she sick though? Was she actually sick?
She was like, it was like a cold, like sick.
That's it
Like-
though, right? It wasn't bad.
No, I don't
Oh,
think it
yeah.
was bad. It was like a headache, sore
It's
throat
still something you want to
thing.
avoid.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend right now who has it who says it's one of the worst sicknesses they've ever had.
Yeah,
It's when I got sick with it. It was up there.
really?
It was bad. It wasn't so much like just long. It takes so long.
Really?
It did. It did. What the cough, right? You know, the dry hacking cough, and then you're just beat. You're totally exhausted. Walking dead almost for it's like 3 to 5 days straight, bad, and like another week or two of like 50%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's just starting to, like, I think she's okay to come out of her room and hang out and whatever. And, she's feeling better. But
good,
I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
It should not affect kids bad.
But it can. And that's kind of like,
Well, anything can happen.
yeah, but like, it's kind of the caution you have to have.
But we've all had the shot and the
Within reason.
at least one booster too, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, consider this: like the odds of someone you care about at a young age, into 20, getting into a car wreck, dying are much higher, and getting COVID and dying. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they can
like-
get COVID and get sick, or actually, it's not like you don't stop living your life, stop
Right.
driving places because there is that risk. I mean,
No, you're right, but you still like practice safe driving practices. You stay attentive to the road. You do the things you need to do in order to get from point A to point B safely. Just like you be attentive and pay attention and wear your mask for COVID.
Well, I think the fear is that you'll get it and then spread it to somebody who
Yeah.
shouldn't, get
If
it.
if you are legitimately sick and contagious, then yes, it's prudent and thoughtful. What's the word? Conscientious.
Yeah, and I don't know how
Considerate.
she
Literate. That's what I was looking for.
she like volunteered at the Oak Creek Library, which is our small town library, and just volunteered there. That was like the only way she could have gotten it. Maybe going to like the nearby fast food, grocery, to Culver's or something or whatever. But
She had it before.
no,
Hasn't had it before that you know of.
no. But she was saying she felt kind of miserable and stuff like that. So we had her take one of those home tests, and it came out with the 2-line thing. So we're like, yeah, you got it, definitely. And it was like almost immediate. The 2 lines came up. It wasn't,
Like sitting there waiting. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen?
right.
And you took one and it didn't happen.
I
Same
took-
test.
I took one immediately upon coming back from New Orleans to see if I had it from New Orleans, and then I took one like yesterday, and I didn't have it. So
It's only a matter of time.
right, I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's
Well,
that's
And that's the funny thing is, I called my work, and I thought they'd be all like paranoid about it, and it was like they didn't give a shit. It was like, do you have it?
I hate that.
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I thought like they'd be like, well, you should probably stay home because your daughter has it for like a couple days or whatever, blah blah blah.
That would be the good call.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
So yes, we're. I believe Vic was getting people into the thing. Was originally trying to contact the the mentalists about moving. What was Hermie doing?
Yeah, I'm just I was gambling, and I was just riling people up.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that's a
Riling
carouse
people
roll at
up.
that point.
Some of the more of the people that Vic got onto the ship got into the gambling pool now with you.
Yeah, they're really like getting pissed off when you're not betting for them to win.
Are you just a bookmaker? Or are you just taking bets? That's the way to make money, man.
Yeah.
Don't bet yourself. Just take the bets.
Take the bets. What kind of cut do they get in reality for taking bets like that?
You gotta find a counter bet, right? As soon as you get one, like you then.
Oh. But you get like a percentage then, right, for being the bookie?
I think so.
Sometimes,
Yes.
yeah.
That's called the rake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to probably just going to see which one wins and then say I bet for that one.
See, like that's the key to the odds spread, right? You give the person voting one way certain odds, and the other person go the other way. So it doesn't matter who wins; you still get a piece.
One of the burly guys on the crew is like, "Yeah, you want me to work and like break legs for you or anything?"
Yes.
Just immediately, just like fist bump.
That guy a hammer.
Oh yeah, just you can just make sure no funny business is about, and we'll I'll give you a cut of my cut.
All right, he stands behind you with his arms crossed, like he's.
I mimic him and just like push up my flabby arms so it looks like I have muscles.
So bookies make money on each bet they take, not each.
Spontaneous economies in times of crisis. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah.
10% though can go higher profile bets.
In general, like Sunstrom and the rest of the crew the main leadership is not even paying attention to you, so whatever.
Yeah, if they were, I would probably not be doing this.
If they were, you'd invite them.
I would invite them. But they would get mad at me, I'm sure.
One of the guys that was asking about the tattoo removal is like, yeah, what are the odds for the Imperium winning? Because I want to put a bet on that.
Oh, it's 5-1. Yeah, most likely. It's very likely. I think 5-1 is a little generous. Yeah.
It's like you get 50% back.
Is there any odds for like the nuke going off?
Oh, some category on this.
I'm told there's. They said they claim to have multiple nukes. Isn't that correct?
I wouldn't know because I'm not a rebel.
He's not a rebel. Of course you're not.
I'm sure your cousin is, right?
No, nobody in my family.
You don't know anyone who would know and would have told you?
No.
So what's that tattoo?
No.
What's that tattoo then? You just like
Uh,
laying around? You fronting?
it's
really
just
bad that
yeah, it's one of those things you get when you're like in like a kid. The other kids got tattoos, so.
That looks pretty fresh to me. Like, last 6 months or something.
It's just a really bad ex-girlfriend's name that Stella's gotta get off. She just broke up with him. I mean, right before the Civil.
Yeah. She was a rebel, and she made me get it.
You need some muscle, Hermie. Okay, all right. You don't need to cop for it. All right, it's cool. Just realize, man.
It's just
first sign of a nuke, and the guy's like, duck and tail and running. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit over here by this box of gummies.
Oh yeah,
Don't
oh
go
yeah.
in them, though.
Hook them up. I'll hook them up. I'll hook all those people coming in.
The radioactive gummy box.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
separated. Containment solid. Hermie assured me.
Yeah, and I would never lie.
Not about something like this. Look, I love the gummies, man. Himself at risk.
Sure.
That's how you trust. That's how you know.
Well, okay, so I was trying to find that dude's name, but I can't.
Still got Girl of Ipanema, right?
Yeah, Girl at Ipanema's going on. Eventually.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just send it. Hello, anybody there? You need to go. Time is of the essence, please. Anyone? See if.
Please hold. Your message is important to the Imperium.
What's that Beatles song that always comes on? Oh yeah, Norwegian Wood. Yeah.
We value your.
If they're
Your citizenship.
spicy idea. If their comms if their comms unit is sitting asleep at the wheel, maybe their turrets are too.
That.
Who are you saying that to?
Spicy,
Depending
that's
out
sure.
here in the bay, is it enough for you? You really want a camel pig, huh? Oh, maybe they are.
Well, as an Imperium rebel, I mean, not scout, Sunstrom says, Vic, is that something that often happens? Do they not pay attention to what's going on? Do we think we should?
Well, there's a decent chance that we would not necessarily be, if we're moving away from the conflict, there's a decent chance that we wouldn't necessarily be seen as a priority target because, they need to provide close air support for, the troops on the ground.
They probably also don't want, rebels to flee, though. So,
Yeah, but, we're not rebels.
how do they know we don't have any rebels on our ship, though? We're gonna have to go through customs.
No, we don't. We're just moving. Okay, some rebels get out of town. It's not their fight. Their job is to, I don't fucking know, save the princess.
It seems like they just want to end the rebellion altogether. They're
Yeah.
probably,
Just
Yeah,
tell
sure.
them we disarmed everybody. There was nobody that boarded our ship bearing any insignia or uniform of Marcus.
Let's not go that way. Let's just say nobody was armed.
I didn't see anybody, and and somebody.
Yeah, I just don't
Sure
want
there's
to
nothing. Go make
bite
sure there's
that.
nothing and throw it in the incinerator. All right, so yeah, I want to make sure
Ultimately,
that
we could just,
there's no way of obvious ways.
All right.
Like
What kind?
patches,
Out
uniforms.
of curiosity, what kind of ship is this, Tony?
Skanderzik?
Scanner?
what
Yeah,
kind of
it's
ship
a
is Scanner?
freighter.
It's a bacon.
What kind of freighter?
Let me see. It's kind of
Uh,
a custom.
You had you had a.
Why
Some-
are you asking?
It's a
Because
merchant
I want to know what
cruiser.
kind of hard points it has.
It's a merchant cruiser.
Merchant cruiser?
Yeah, I don't know if I can pull this
Or,
over in
Type
the
C or Leviathan class?
Skandersvik class. Oh, can I drag that? Oh, no. Can you see that? No. Maybe I can share it. You should be able to see it if you look under spacecraft.
Yeah, it's a Leviathan class. It says next to it. It's kind of like a big box with like a tube at the front end. I think
Is this in images?
Spacecraft.
it's
Okay.
under modules, Mongoose High Guard. Yeah, I guess it is.
I see a merchant cruiser Skandersvik class.
There's that too.
Oh, there you go. Never mind.
Ah, yes, for that one.
Yeah.
But right, the wide part across is a massive cargo bay, and the Albatross is inside it. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, the Albatross would be in one of the number 11 bays, I believe. And then the other bay has like their ships, their and the vehicles and stuff like that.
how nimble is the Albatross? I mean, could we use it to?
We could probably avoid, like, considering it is orbital to atmosphere, we could probably avoid. Oh, what's the range? Let me check range. We could probably avoid getting hit
Probably.
as long as we stay close to the ground
We
and
move
use like
quick.
ground effect and use
Right,
like
well-
ground effect concept.
Wing.
However, that would require some high piloting rolls and would be risky because
Fraught with peril.
we've tried doing that before, and we got
Crashed.
hit.
Oh, you got shot. Oh,
You don't remember the? Oh, yeah, you were there for that.
that was about the time I came.
We were like right when you came in.
Yeah.
We were trying to escape those special forces dressed as mercenaries. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember we tried
Right,
kind
well,
of faking them out, and it
Everything got lost in the glory of Army's laser shot kill.
Yeah.
Remember that though.
Like Ridgeland wouldn't know about this. But
It was told
this
stories.
is definitely a thing we've done before. And
Edgeland
failed.
told him. Okay. Well, what do we want to do?
Of course, they also probably wouldn't pursue us because they have to stay stationary over the city. Well, I guess the question would be, what kind of countermeasures do we have from this sort of ship?
Oh, in terms of like point defense, like
Well, like this is crap. Which one is
I mean,
well, Vision's gonna tell somebody on the bridge to come and get him if the Empire ever gets back, and he's gonna go back into the cargo hold, start organizing these people, and also make sure that the arrangement ensures the security of cargo.
we should probably
I want to.
We should
verify
probably recontact them, state that there are nukes in the city, and we do want to move the ship to safeguard it from enemy from explosions.
All right. Ridgeland was halfway out the door, and Vic said that, and so he turns around and goes to the board. Contacts him again.
Like we need to leave.
What's the name of their ship?
The
Silist? Oh, the Menelaus.
The Menelaus. The Menelaus.
King Menelaus. Okay.
Menelaus is a better name because it had a weird name that's I've been trying to say.
We agreed on what's his face from Sparta and shit. The Phastos.
So
So. Go ahead, Tony.
I mean, I guess if someone eventually does come back to the comms from the Imperium ship, and they're like, "Hello, have you been helped yet?"
Well, sounds like we're being helped right now. I just wanted to add to our previous request that we are now in possession of however many citizens it is, several dozen civilians attempting to vacate the city before any atomic munitions are detonated. So we were just asking for permission to no more than a high altitude flight move. Are you able to grant us permission on that one?
I'm sorry. I didn't talk to you previously. I'm gonna have to talk to my boss. Can you hold, please?
I'm gonna grab the mic from Ridgeland. It's like, listen here, give me your name and give me a name and rank and number right now, or I'm gonna file a complaint with the whatever bullshit internal
Professional
affairs
Review
division.
Board.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I know you won't get hurt by it, but you will be in paperwork up to your fucking eyeballs if you do
This
not
is the darkest of comedy.
for the next 6 years.
straight out of Brazil.
God damn. Ridgeland, you can't like be soft with these guys. The bureaucrats.
On the TV again, it's like the guy with the whatchamacallit mask is back on. He's like, I'm warning you, if you guys keep attacking, we're gonna blow the bomb.
I want to do. If there's any ability on the sensor systems, which should be fully online. If there's any other ships departing the city, if there's a flood of refugees and we can get lost in the storm for a big chunk.
Yeah, give me
and
a
getting shot down, like, because we can't be the only one with this problem.
yeah, give me a check, I guess.
Recon?
Sure, I guess so. You might notice, I mean, I guess if you go out of the ship, you could probably recon and see some kind of activity of other ships leaving and stuff, or people leaving.
I mean, if we're set up, we'd be able to notice, like, we'd be able to see, you'd be able to see that on scanners.
Sure.
Like on
Okay.
radar and stuff.
Well, I will leave a trusty subordinate in charge of attempting to organize the refugees, and I will step outside and use some fancy binoculars to see what I can see and average.
Yeah, I mean, that's a basically average check. I mean, you definitely see violence and explosions and flashes and stuff across the city, and gunfire you hear, and all that sort of
Considering
thing.
we're on the down part,
Near,
specifically, I'd like to know if there's any other ships departing or attempting to depart.
you don't see any large ships like this, but you do see some small crafts that are probably maybe staying on planet that are taking off and stuff like that. They're, you.
Targeted.
Can I radio Hermie on the bridge?
You're not seeing any activity right with them. I mean, they're not being hit by anything or anything like that.
So they're not prioritizing small craft.
Yeah. Ooh, we could move with the Albatross, but what about the people? What about the
What about
munitions?
scanners?
We take the people or the nukes? What do we say?
I mean, obviously, take the people, because the nukes have. Yeah, let me emphasize here. The nukes have a have a murder switch on them, in which if anyone steals them, well, they pay us or they blow up.
Is why we need
Very
to keep
convenient.
Hermie safe, because I know he's got a dead man switch.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Okay, well, actually, then again, we don't even, like, okay, then again, technically, Hermie hasn't told us yet, so that is meta knowledge. So I will say, from Vic's perspective,
I don't
he
know.
doesn't care that much about the nukes. He could leave them, whatever. A lot
I
of
think-
money to leave on the table, but it wasn't his investment, so he doesn't give a fucking the bigger picture.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
I think
well,
Herbie would just say,
there's
yeah,
only-
it did.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
they
to
do.
protect his investment. I'd like to be able to take both. Which means taking the big boy.
We shouldn't split the nuke thing, because if somebody takes them, then at least we know for a fact that they have the one we set up to explode. That's the most important thing.
If we do anything with the Albatross, I would think we put nukes on it and put us on it, and let the people stay on Scannersick.
I mean, like, as it stands, we either have to do something,
Or wait for something
or just,
to happen
or
to
leave, or leave and say, give them the big middle finger, leave, and hope our shields are enough to get us to where we need to go, to get us far enough.
Yeah, you kind of think that the ships that are getting away are look like the Albatross type of size ships and stuff, or
About
lower.
100 about 100 tons. Let's see here. Big courier. I don't remember what class of ship this is. Colonial cruiser.
Oh, it's
No, I mean the other one.
Albatross.
No, the one the Menelaus
Oh, the Menelaus.
here.
How many? What was the nuke size of how much stuff you had? Where's that? I know you had.
We have like our nukes are missiles, if I recall.
Right.
I think they're just
Standardized
warheads. I think they're just payloads. They're
No,
just
they're
packages.
Oh,
I
it's
think you can build them on
it's
easy.
offered 18 tons, 12 warheads per ton at 60,000 credits per ton. Is what you have written down in campaign log that you got.
Thank you.
So you got 18 tons.
We have 18 tons of nukes, and we calculated that 18 tons of nukes based on missiles, based on the missile weight.
The number of warheads per ton.
Yeah, remember warheads per ton based on the missile weight.
Okay.
So we assume they're basically just missiles. So technically, if
200,
you really want,
216 warheads.
listen, if we used some time to set up the Albatross, we could set it up with about 10 tons of nukes and a missile rack. Yeah. We could have like fuck tons of missiles and just fucking Macross missiles plan that stuff to a nightmare degree.
I know we can.
But we won't, because that's a terrible idea.
Well, you could load 12 tons. It looks like you got 12 tons of cargo space.
Sorry, 12 tons of missiles, yes. We can load 12 tons of missiles, and we could actually set it up to where the missiles feed from the cargo bay into the missile rack. But
Well, I'm not even saying that. You could potentially, I mean, you realize that you could potentially carry off 12 tons of missiles in the Albatross.
yeah, but that's not what we're. That's not Vic's goal. Is probably the important thing here.
The other 6 tons, then that would be a problem leaving them on Skandersvik.
Yeah.
What I mean more to the effect is that's not just a good option. If we're just going to run with just the Albatross, we leave the missiles, period.
What and take the people in the Albatross?
Sure. I don't know. But what I mean is more the effect that this
I think that's a good idea. Let's
I
take
think-
the people in the Albatross and get them out of here. Let's leave the nukes
But-
here on the Skandersvik.
But here's the thing. Vic is very reticent to leave the Skandersvik because the Skandersvik is technically his employer right now. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I'm reticent to
cutting
leave
running.
it too.
So-
I would stay, but I don't want to split the party.
so if the crew of the Skandersvik just wants to get out of Dodge to avoid like what could happen if oh crap, if Sunstream wants to abandon ship, we can abandon ship. We can carry 12 tons.
Give me
Of
so-
people.
a people-y roll or social roll or something.
What kind of social role?
Who, me?
I mean, to know what people would think on the ship or what, I don't know, unless you want to talk to
Leadership for
people.
I think I'll roll leadership for that because it's sort of like
Mm.
let's see here.
Depends what
I
you're
know
going to
it's-
do with leadership. It's not a huge deal, I guess, but
Or carouse, or like I think it's
Directing,
sort of like a social awareness
inspiring.
role.
yeah, it's more of an awareness role unless you're
Yeah,
actually
so,
doing
like,
something
leadership-
physical.
So
I
I
have-
would argue that leadership gives you an awareness of how people on the ship, like what they would do in this sort of situation. Would they follow like, oh, we got to abandon ship and hope for the best, or would they stay to the ship and try and ride out the storm? That sort of like, because the leader also knows what his people wants, so I would say that would be a leadership role in that sense. And if Vic is gonna carry the crew of the Skandersvik off the Skandersvik, then yeah. But all these people we brought onto the Skandersvik, they won't all fit on the ship either. Necessarily. Otherwise, it'll be a very tight fit. I guess. If we just like jam-packed everyone in there, I guess we could do it. So what do you guys think?
Oh, well, I guess, I mean, we've been talking for a while that most likely if staying inside of the ship would be fine. It would not hurt us. So our goods and things should be fine.
as long as the nuclear blast doesn't tear through the ship.
It probably won't. I mean, it's it takes radiation all the time.
Yeah, but it's not just radiation. This is an in-atmo nuclear blast. It'll also take like pressure. There's also a pressure wave off of that thing.
Oh yes.
There's one like 4 blocks away.
It's like a mile. Tony said before, it's like a mile.
A mile?
Yeah. It's a
I
bit.
mean, that's
close.
still not that far. That's still
Yeah.
well inside of a blast range of even a suitcase nuke. Actually, let's see here.
Tony, there's a couple things. The first thing is I would like to arrange the nukes. This is going to sound weird, but I'd like to spread them out evenly around the cargo bay so that they're not all clustered together.
Sure, you get a good blast throughout the entire. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's because like when they're all concentrated, seriously, and that's the way nukes work, right? It's like the mass brought together. If they get blasted, the radiation from a nearby detonation, it can actually set a bunch of them because they're so close together off. Something really bad could go wrong. So for all out boy safety, I just want to distribute them geometrically, evenly spaced. And the second one is I would like to just make a recon roll on the people that came in after organizing. Make
Yeah.
sure that there's no threats.
Okay.
I never really did anything about that, and I don't know if.
That's a good point. You just kind of let a bunch of people come on, so.
Alright, I guess it depends. Basically, the smallest. Let's see here. Is it Atmo or...
Yeah, you get you get some of the forklift driver kind of guys or whatever they have now in spaceship, whatever freighter thing.
The moderate blast damage radius for a 10 kiloton like improvised nuclear device is just under a kilometer. Heavy blast damage is about a little less than a half kilometer.
So not even a mile.
No.
Yeah,
But
about. We'd feel it, but I mean, there would be no damage to even the hole in any way. If it stays there.
If it's still where you saw it, and if there isn't other ones.
I want to make sure there were no suitcases that were surreptitiously brought aboard Skandersvik.
Yeah, and there's also the other end of things, Tony. How high up in it is it a tall building it's in, or is it like a low ground level building?
It's a multi-level building, but it's not a skyscraper. It's a multi-level government type of building, I think.
Okay, so not.
It will be not clear line of sight. We'll have to go through other buildings first.
Because airburst does change things a bit.
Oh yeah.
You are, Ridgeland, you've convinced people to go out with their forklifts or their Ridley, things to pick up freight equipment and move like the nuclear stuff around. And then you also did a check and took a look at the people who came aboard to some extent with your stuff. I mean, you both have gone off, you think, reasonably successful for getting the nuke equipment moved around, the missiles moved around the ship in a dispersed manner. Whether, you didn't do an engineering check, so I don't know, or like a explosives check to see if it's a good idea. But you think it's a good idea, it's dispersed.
I would honestly prefer to just keep them all in one place and put it kind of in a corner where it's not going to get hit by a blast.
See, that's what you don't understand, is that it will get hit by the blast. It will penetrate.
Cool, but
Gamma radiation will penetrate.
Yeah, but nuclear missiles don't go off because of nearby explosions. You can't secondary explode a nuclear weapon.
Oh, they do. Or at least you have a criticality event and it fries everybody.
That's a nuclear reactor.
What do you think is when you have 18 tons of fissile material that close together. It's a reactor. It's exactly what it is. And when you bombard it with gamma rays, you're firing up the reactor.
Not quite the same. Again, yeah, it's so it basically happens when you force the nuclear material together, and you use explosions to do that. But blowing up a nuclear bomb with TNT on the outside will not set off a nuclear explosion. Is what I mean.
No.
It's more complicated.
I mean, so a dirty bomb, when you detonate it with conventional explosives and spread nuclear material everywhere, right? That's just, you poison everybody, right?
Yeah.
Poison the. But what I'm talking about, when you actually have a supercritical event in a certain distance of a concentrated amount of equal fissile material, it will cause that cluster to react, right, among itself. It will start splitting, and because it's in such proximity, get some chain reaction. Now, whether it goes supercritical, probably not, because you have the explosives, the high explosives, but you will still have what's called a criticality event, which happened to the guys testing in Los Alamos. First days, right? They were testing the output of the core, and something slipped, and they had a criticality event, and the dude died, just like his insides melted within 4 hours.
Yeah, was it the
And that's why I want to split all that stuff out, because you've got all these people in here, and you have a detonation, you get a criticality event because it's all clustered in one little spot. You're gonna fry everybody.
You know what? I'm like I don't think that's how it applies in real life, but I will roll an explosives check to see if Tony, our DM, believes that will happen here.
Is that
fair, Tony?
Incredibly paranoid.
Sure.
Because I mean, if I'm being honest about like how like these things work, nuclear weapons are actively detonated. They're not something you can. They're not like TNT where like stray energy can set them off. They are a particular like style, and they are stable before detonation.
But you aren't. Your explosives aren't necessarily to nuclear weapons. I think that's a different, like, probably a subsector of it. But yeah, okay, make a roll, and
it's basically bombs. It's bombs and how those things work. Well, it's not terrible.
I mean,
it's like it's understanding how things detonate. It's not necessarily understanding like, oh, this is how a nuclear bomb works. It's understanding this is how a nuclear bomb detonates. So I can use an explosives roll to disarm one of the
and I'm not saying one of them is going to go off.
Yeah.
That's not the argument that I'm making. I'm saying you have it burn. It's like a Chernobyl. You get a meltdown going on, right? Chernobyl wasn't a nuclear supercritical atomic explosion like Hiroshima.
Your conclusion is you're pretty sure, Vic, you think you're right because you think you're right. But on the other hand, it doesn't really hurt. It doesn't really hurt to separate things. It doesn't hurt
to keep him from like getting broken. Because there is nuclear material in there that if exposed can spread radiation. Right.
Right. I mean, in general, if one of them goes off, you're all dead anyway, and all of the nukes will be detonated or whatever, no matter where it is in the ship. So.
Oh no, they will detonate if we're gonna go.
But like Chernobyl went down because it was an active reaction. That's what happened at Chernobyl. Like there's no active reaction happening now.
But that's like when you have a supercritical event, right? It initiates the active reaction, right? Because you have all these particles being shot at it. These gamma particles initiate the reaction, and if close enough proximity. I know, right?
While they're arguing, Hermie, you're doing your gambling thing, and one of the guys pulls out like he's like making a bet on the rebels. He's like, "Yeah, I want to make a bet on the rebels," and he opens up his nice leather satchel suitcase and pulls out like his money to make the bet or whatever his shits, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna win, man."
Roll. I was checking these people.
Oh god.
Yeah, I look in.
Well, you guys were arguing and stuff like that about how to disperse
No,
the
no,
bombs.
no.
So
I'm not saying. I'm not declaring any actions. This is on Hermie now. Just keep them in one place. Put them away from the wall. Fine, but just don't spread them all over, because then someone can like grab one case and like walk away. That's what we're
He's got,
trying
like,
to avoid here.
big old duffel
Of course,
bag.
it's a 1-ton crate too. It's like
All
yeah,
this
someone's
cash
just gonna
in
walk
there.
right out.
Nuke in the bottom.
Yeah, I lean in when the guy pulls this bag of cash out. I'm just like, it's not really a gamble unless you go all in.
I love it. I love it.
yeah, you're right, man. So he pulls out more money to you and like doubles his bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
I look at him like, give him the look like, is this really it? Is this really all of it?
All right, he pulls out another like chunk of money. And...
All right,
Tony,
good
what
luck.
are you gonna do to call him?
Is he gonna tell us that he saw a nuke in this man's money case?
And he sticks the suitcase, closes it quickly, and then goes and wanders off to whatever corner of the.
I think I say to him as he's leaving, I go, if the nukes go off, I don't think it counts as the rebels winning. Just saying.
Well, yeah, maybe.
We'll have to discuss it then.
Is Hermie gonna tell us like, hey, that guy's got a nuke suitcase nuke?
He's trying to drop hints, but I don't know if I'm keen enough to pick
Yeah,
up.
I don't. Well, I also don't. We don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure that he has a nuke in there. I've seen him pull money out of there.
Yeah, it's a
Does it
suit.
look
It's a
really
suitcase,
heavy?
and he's pulled money. I mean, if you wanted to do a bigger check, I'd need to make a roll, but I don't know.
Okay, better question. Does Hermie tell us this guy is sketch as fuck?
No, not at all. Why? He's fine. He's just
Okay,
a guy who
well,
has. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? You're fleeing the planet because there's a
Sus.
war. What do? You take all your money you keep under your bed, shove it in a bag, and get the fuck out of there.
True.
You know.
True.
Like, he could be. I mean, I'm surprised there's not gold bars in there.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a recon check to see if I can see this really sketch ass dude while I'm arguing about this. If I miss this, then I'll leave. Oh yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, you got no idea. You're just like you're so sure. You're arguing with Ridgeland about the missile placement or bomb placement, and
Just put it over here.
I shouldn't have said anything. It would have never come up. I don't know why I said anything. It just came into my mind, and there it was, like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, sorry.
Listen,
Okay.
the last thing I
missed it.
want
I missed
is us to lose track of one of these crates. Let's keep them all in one place.
I get it. But wherever they're at now, those just leave them. Scattershot. You did say that they'd been moved around. A lot of moving back. Okay. But they're
Yeah,
not. Nothing's leaving the cargo hold except for people, and I'm glad that we've got one back now. But you need to get positive control of that device.
Sunstrom
Wait,
comes up.
That's not even known yet. That's not even known yet, is it?
What
It's
is?
so gonna.
Oh, the device.
Yeah. Or is it okay?
Well, he's been coming on the news. The one of the rebels with the mask on, and is like claiming to have multiple nukes around the city, and that the Imperial forces need to pull back and stuff. So it is kind of known.
It doesn't. We don't.
Whether or not it's true or not, that's a whole other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But. Okay. All right. Is Hermie still going with this guy? We'll try
Yeah,
to get him to go all in.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much did. He got me quite a bit. I mean, I got him to at least triple his bet.
Yeah, he tripled his bet.
And I have enough collateral to back that up, I'm sure. So. I mean, here's a lot of money. I love to keep bringing that up.
So, Sunstrom comes up. He's like, "Okay, so did you get a hold, Ridgeland, of the Imperium? Can we take off?"
Oh,
Put
we're
us
still
back
waiting
on
for
hold.
word back.
What do you mean? Just get a hold of him and say we want to take off. We'll
Oh, we're just waiting for clearance. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm most
Ridgeland
worried-
is gonna get us killed. Let's Ridgeland. Sorry, not Ridgeland. Sunstrom, do you have any? Do you have any? Do you have any? I don't know, diplomatic channels you could throw up? We've just been going through like standard channels here.
I could try to get a hold of somebody myself too. Yeah, I'll do that then. I guess unless I was hoping one of you Imperium could talk to him and maybe that would kind of iron out the situation.
Should I give it a try?
I ain't
Believe it
exactly
or
a
not,
diplomat.
Magnus,
And if you can do it, if
Sean
you can do it,
Carlos
Jeremy,
and
go more
Imperium.
power to you.
they're more interested in people making money than the people that are shooting out cannons.
Yeah,
So, it might work for you.
Hermie, how are you going to try that's different?
I mean, he's got a
Um,
diplomacy check.
Yeah, I will. I would. I'll answer. I'll grab the comms, right? And what I'm gonna do is so I'm pretty good control over comms. I want to try to direct my call a little bit more specifically.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Just like we've been swapping around people, right? So it sounds like we're in some sort of like call center or something.
Yes, it sounds like a call
I
center.
would like to try to find the comms officer on the ship and reach that. The person who can actually talk to the captain is probably in the same room as them, or whoever is in charge here.
So give me a comms check roll to see if
Yeah.
you can get a hold of that person, and then we'll probably need a roll for like doing some kind of diplomatic admin talk.
I got a 9. I didn't do super great. 9 is good, but like.
Yeah, it's not bad. It takes you a little bit, but eventually you'll get through to somebody different. You get through the loop somehow, and you get through to
0. Just keep pressing 0.
yeah, just keep pressing 0 or whatever. Yeah. And you get somebody who's like confused, kind of. He's like, hello, yeah, can we get some, we need to get some more munitions down to the guys in subsection B. The squad down there needs some weapons.
Oh, hello.
Uh,
Hello, can you hear me?
hello.
Hello, are you going through a tunnel? I'm sorry, I mean, our lines must have been crossed.
They need
but
somebody to
while
come pick it up.
No, they want, yeah, I guess they want munitions to come from the ship to the planet, right? So we don't want that.
You're Sergeant Broderick, right? Is this Sergeant Broderick?
Hurry thinks on it, looks around the room.
Just tell him who you are. Pretty well known, right?
Oh, yes, I am well known because I am Sergeant Broderick. I need assistance ASAP.
Yeah. Can you get those munitions down to him, please?
I have bad news for you. I have bad news. There was a sudden, like a crazy thing happened. There were swords and lasers and everything, and well, we had to commandeer the Scandusvik ship. Take over from these sword welters. We need to get out of that atmosphere as quickly as possible. Get clearance, please, hurry.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a deception.
Fingers crossed.
Oh man. That's totally against procedure, sir. I'm Sergeant Broderick. What is? That's ridiculous. You can't just commandeer some civilian ship.
I go.
Sergeant Broderick's dead. What's left of this squad? Please give us clearance.
Wait, what?
We're not on speaker, are we?
No,
I'll go. Hello. Excuse me. Who are you? What's happening?
This is I'm the guy who's directing the weapons.
Are you my grandson? Hello. Nice. Better you never come visit. I wish
My
I was
name's
home on the Imperium.
Who? My name's Troy.
Conversation anyway.
Troy. Oh, that sounds right. How was your wife, Troy?
Troy, not Roy. I'm fine.
What?
Grandpa?
You know, this would be the greatest thing if it actually was his grandson.
He's not old enough to have grandkids. Just sounds like an old man.
Yes, you know what? It's a good point. Good point.
But Hermie also has no kids.
His nephew.
His nephew, yeah. Just, Troy. I'm stuck here. Things are crazy. They don't give me the right meds at the home.
I think you have the wrong number, sir.
Here, what? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. My hearing is failing.
I really need to get these weapons down. Can I direct you into the? I'll send you back to the pool.
What? The pool?
Yeah.
The pool?
Yes.
I'll have to get my swim trunks. Hope you don't have any. Just gonna unrobe here.
Hold please.
I go. I hang up and go. Whew, close one.
Sunster's like, so did you fix it? Can we take off?
No, I didn't. But we might be able to steal a ship and take off from there.
Steal a ship?
Well, they're bringing munitions down from the ship soon. If we just take the ship on the way back, we could fly right out.
Wait, I don't. But I can take the Scanders. Vic can take off though. Then.
Oh no, it's a lost cause.
Okay.
He looks at Ridgeland like, "What the hell is this crazy person you brought on board the ship?"
Vic is just standing there with his hand on his face going.
Believe it, 5 times out of 6, it works. I know it's well.
Oh, and Vic's
You just happens to be a bad
almost no social skills whatsoever, except good and positive and wholesome ones like carouse.
It's so funny. I didn't choose deception. I just got deception because I went to college. Like that was one of the things that I got. It was just being a professor and going to college. I just got deception.
You know where you probably got the deception from? Bullshitting all your papers.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, cheating. How to get so famous? Stole it from somebody else.
Hey, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit.
All right. So where are we at yet, team?
Can we give it one more shot because I think it's Vic's turn to finally try and convince these people.
We can give it another shot.
Okay, so Vic is going to summon all.
I've had my comms crew trying to get a hold of them too, and all I'm on is this crazy fucking loop and stuff like that about how we're valued Imperium citizens.
It's how they, it's how they avoid actually dealing with anything. It's the bureaucratic way to do things.
Oh, I see.
That's why the Imperium's so big.
Yeah, I mean, like, how else are you gonna run? Like, how many fucking thousands of systems do they have? Bureaucracy. That's mostly it.
That's
anyway,
just insane.
Hermie, you think you patch me through? I'll try the old bureaucracy thing. I'm not good at it, but we'll see.
Call him again.
Yeah.
The same guy.
Same guy?
I'm gonna call him again. That's like definitely the right. I mean, like he's definitely the one who could actually help us. So I don't want to get stuck in the loop again. So I'll call
Well,
him again.
you could roll again to see if we get further up the loop though. We
You
get out of the loop,
could.
but we go further up. Because this
I mean,
is some
or-
logistics officer.
That's
Or
fair,
further
that's fair,
down.
This is
because-
some logistics officer. We need someone higher than this logistics officer.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Because I did. Yeah, I would not want to call him again. That would be a bad call. I could avoid it.
Let's see if we can get a comms roll that's higher than your last
Yeah,
one.
let's try. Be it a 9. I got a 9
It's a
again.
9,
Goes right at the same guy.
Yeah, that's my average roll for that.
Hey, Sergeant Broderick, did you
This
get
is not
that?
Sergeant Broderick?
Who is this?
This is Senior Scout Vic Tracer. I am planetside, along with a delegation of sword worlders who are very close in the blast radius of those suitcase nukes that are down the street from us. Now, if we can't get clearance to move this Hulk they have, you're gonna have a lot of problems with the sword worlders. Trust me.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So we have been trying to get through quite a bit. What's your name and rank?
Yeah, my name is Lieutenant Corporal Troy Jameson.
Troy Jameson. What's your service number? Writing this down.
765-9305. Can you give me your number, Vic Tracer?
Do you want my Marine number or my Scout?
Is
or
that
my
two
Scout
R's
number?
in the Tracer, or is that one?
Just one.
How is it
I-
Tracer?
I'm assuming I
Only
wrote
one.
all this.
Is it Trace or is it Taser or I don't know how you.
Is it just one each? So it's. In any case, I've got this delegation.
Is that an S or a C for Tracer?
C.
Okay. Yeah. What was your number?
I'm. I got. Let me go to a point so I can actually write this down.
Mm.
Hold on.
Just go 555.
Hold on.
555. 5555.
37420.
Okay. Is that the right number?
Absolutely is. Like, what? Why wouldn't it be? This is all very official. Like I said, Vic is a terrible liar, so he's not going to try and lie. He's
All
just going to try and get this guy to freak out at the thought of having all this paperwork.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so there's no deception roll needed. So
Yeah, no.
maybe like a. I mean, like a persuasion admin or.
I haven't like tried to convince him of anything yet.
Okay. Well, that's what we would be looking at if you try to convince him of something.
Yeah, yes, and this is where like, listen, Troy. You know, you're just an average guy, right? You're hanging out there doing your buddy thing. You got a lot of friends down here, I take it, right?
Yes. What's your rank again?
I'm senior. Well, I'm senior scout.
Senior. Yes. Well, Senior Scout Tracer. Yes, I am just. I mean, I have some friends that are down in the drop. The drop battle going on down there.
Now listen here. Logistics officers sure do have it good, having access to all the good shit up there, and I'm sure you'd love to see your buddies back with a big old party, right? Now,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We got so many tons of the best goddamn mead you could sword worlder mead you could possibly get. We actually stopped by a plant that's just outside the sword worlds, full of this like delicious liqueur called ambrosia.
Really?
I can get you a good amount of that if you can work with me, right? We work with you, you work with me. Come on, we'll have a good party here, right? Having a good time?
Buddy,
All right, give me a persuade type of roll.
Can I do a carouse? Because I'm kind of like
Sure.
I'm promising fun times.
I guess that's okay. I don't know.
Good. Oh, I
you
rolled
go.
well. Yes.
Whoa!
Finally.
Listen, man. I get it. You're just doing your job up here, and they're just doing their job down here. But I got a job to do too, and that's to get this delegation to safety. We need to get clearance ASAP to move this ship somewhere else, so we don't get caught in one of those nuclear blasts. Because if you do, well, guess what? All that ambrosia, it's irradiated now. Even if the ship survives. So you want to get through. You want to get us. You want to get a good party for your friends. Get us out of here. If you don't, you will have so much paperwork. You won't be seeing a drink. You won't be seeing a drink for 6 months.
Oh shit! Fuck. I don't know. Well, I don't want. I mean, you could come and dock with us. Do you wanna?
If that's what it takes, if we get approval to get out of this goddamn downpour, then we will fucking do it. You hear me?
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you. You know just as well as I that they like to. They're gonna search your ship pretty well. I don't know about. Are they gonna find the ambrosia?
I mean, it's all legal. It's all under like this ain't an imperial system. They're your guys' what do you call it? Your jurisdiction's a little hairy here. And
I mean, if that's cool, we could do that. I mean, the only other
need to get off.
I wouldn't stay on the planet because the other cities are all under flux too, and you know it's a lot of shit going on down there, man. I would get out of there if I were you. But
there's plenty of farmland out here too. We could layer down in some field somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, but the rebels are kind of like sponsored by like the farmers and shit. That's why they're pissed.
That's the nice thing about being on a Sword Worlder ship. They don't give a shit one way or the other. But here's the dealio. This makes it back to Sword World, and it will. Then that delegation get told who this is, and you know what? It might take like a year or two, but after that, you're stuck in paperwork hell for another 6. You understand what I mean? And now your name's attached.
Listen, there is a Belter port where they do a lot of mining in the planetoid belts. I mean, I could probably like work it out that you guys go there, maybe.
Works for me.
I mean, I'd have to check. Give me a you gave me a carouse. He's interested in the thing. Yeah, let me see if he can swing something.
Yeah. I'm sorry I stretched that carouse, Tony.
Yeah, that's a little stretched.
We've been, you know.
That's why I played up the roleplay element of it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could probably go to the mining the mining colony has a port there, and you could probably kind of touch down there for the time being. I could work it out that you can get off system, but yeah, I mean, how much ambrosia you got?
Enough to keep you guys under your heads for a good month. But that's how much we got. How much I can give you? Well, you'll have a good party. Let me just say that much.
Like a ton?
I mean, like I'm gonna look over how much of that liquid do we have, guys? Because I'm not the one with it. Like I'll go over and ask.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah, I have no idea much.
I think that's a Ridgeland knowledge point.
Hmm?
How much
Sorry.
ambrosia do you got?
Are you willing to give out a ton of ambrosia to get off planet?
Absolutely.
Cool.
'Cause
Yeah.
I started with 10, and I sold one on Cardin.
Because you got to understand, man. I'm working this out for you,
Listen, I
and
get you. And you know what? Here's how it's gonna work. Because if I just like said yes, if you get us off planet, I will give you a ton of ambrosia. That will be construed as bribery, and I just don't want to deal with that. Paperwork.
yeah, man. Exactly.
However, if you do end up showing up to the scanners, Vic, to say hi and like, oh, I'm glad you're all okay, then there just might be a ton of ambrosia that finds its way onto your ship.
Well, here's the thing.
Does that sound agreeable to you?
You could leave a shipment there for me at the mining base.
You know what? Even better. Give me your address, and I will talk to the powers that be. I am a scout courier after all. Let me see if I can't make a delivery to you personally. Sound good?
Hey, that would be good. I mean, could you? I'm kind of based out of Flammarion. Are you passing through there?
Eventually. But you know what? I think we can make this delivery before you guys even leave system. That sound like a good time?
Well, it would be great, but I don't know if we're going to be. I mean, unless you're coming back to the planet, and that seems like a bad idea right now with all this shit.
As long as you guys are in orbit, I can meet you in orbit. I don't think you guys would shoot on an Imperial scout vessel, would you?
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I mean, they might be a little concerned about the scanners, Vic, but if you had an Imperial scout vessel to come over and bring it or something, yeah.
Absolutely, we got you covered.
Oh shit! Do you need clearance for that then too to take off?
We'll bring it back around just as soon as we get ourselves safely to the different port. I'll swing by. I won't need clearance to come into the area of the system for a delivery, will I?
I mean, you'll obviously have to tell us you're coming because there's always threats and stuff. But
that's not a problem. My comms units are still up and running.
But I mean, you are an Imperial scout ship, so I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, and I'd love to have a little chat with the captain sometime too. He seems like a real stand-up fellow. I guess sticking up for the locals here.
Yeah. All right, I'll get that pushed through, and you'll get an all clearance call through telling you guys you can take off. I'd suggest not taking off till you get that.
I hear you, Troy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, Vic. Good helping you out there.
Good help. Good. I'm glad you were here to help us. We gotta stick together, us Imperials, right?
Right.
It's my grandson on the phone. Hello.
Over and out. Have a good one there, Troy.
Gramps?
Like,
No.
You just gotta know how to talk to him.
Oh, good, Vic.
Well, do the knee slap and like I'm trying to end this call.
All right. I mean, we
gotta wait for clearance.
Yeah. So I mean, are you gonna do anything while you're waiting for clearance or anything? Anything else while you're still on planet?
Probably finalize the number of people on the ship. Hermie, go through a Geiger counter, make sure none of them brought in anything weird.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself to each and every person. Just
and
wave them the thing. Oh well, just like with my tricorder.
Give me a electronics check, sensors check, or something, just for the heck of it.
I'll do like sensors. An 8. I'm not rolling great today.
No, you're not. Because you're not picking up any nuclear stuff on any specific people, you can say, but you're picking up like a low-level nuclear Geiger thing around the entire ship. It's as if somebody dispersed nukes around the entire ship or something like that. Nuclear materials.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you're picking up.
Gotcha.
You think? I mean, there could always be somebody like that guy over with the suitcase that has a nuke, but Probably not. I mean, it's not high enough
Probably.
level.
He just seemed like a bank robber to me.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe. He looks more like a banker, actually.
Wait, did he set off the Geiger counter?
No, but
He did look
but
nervously at you. Like, I mean, a lot of people are like, "What are you doing, waving that in front of me?" And he was kind of like, sweating, kind of like, and nervously, like, "What's going on, man? I thought we were good."
oh, we are. Just I'm just taking readings. It's for science.
This isn't some way to hack my account, is it? He's like hiding his, suitcase.
Oh no, you've already emptied your account in here. Don't you worry.
I mean, obviously he has a crypto wallet on him as well.
Yeah.
So does Hermie.
But those are worthless now since crypto dumped. So.
I mean, yeah, but this is the space future.
But yeah, no, I didn't get anything from it.
Yeah, you didn't really get anything from him. You did get his name as Alex Mashinsky, but other than that, you didn't get anything from him. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about unless you know anything about what's going on with crypto.
Gotcha. I was like, is that a name I'm supposed to know?
The CEO of Celsius, which is one of the big crypto things that was supposed to be doing well and doing good for people, and actually apparently didn't.
This is a surprise.
Yeah. Who would have guessed? Alright, yeah, no, I will definitely hang out with Alex because he just seems rich, right? And
Oh,
I
yeah.
hang out with other rich people to just fit in more. I just will give him I'll have the auto bar come over, make us some cocktails. Like, you seem to be sweating a lot, man. Here, just calm yourself.
Yeah, thanks, man. With if you make a profit with that money, I can get you 20% APY. All you got to do is put the money in with me, and I get it. I'll get you 20% APY on your investment.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme. I don't know. I'm not super financially literate, but that definitely sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
Well, if I were to sign up for her to join, would I be able to get other people into it as well?
I mean, you'll get bonuses for getting other people into it.
Oh, that's not really. I wanted to be their boss. Well, then it's not for me. Sorry, too bad. Not pyramidal enough.
It's not sharp enough.
We are FDIC insured, too.
Oh,
But,
that's better than the Cobra plan that I have.
well, technically, it's the bank we have money in is FDIC insured. So if they fail, you'll get your money back. But if we fail, you don't get your money back.
That sounds like a Ponzi scheme. It actually sounds like the literal definition of a Ponzi scheme. Again, not
I have
super
been
financially
thinking.
literate, but that's what it sounds like.
He said he's insured. I heard this insurance is a good thing.
I did want to buy a bank. I've been thinking about that.
I can sell you
No,
one.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Just sell me a whole bank.
I can sell you a whole bank.
Is it empty?
It kind of depends if the nuke thing happens or not.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, we'll wait it out. Want to bet on it?
I did already, didn't I?
Oh, yes, that's true. Just slams his cocktail.
All right. Eventually, while you guys are fucking around and checking people out and whatever,
Yeah.
Scandersvik, this is the what did we call it? The Menelaus.
Yes.
I guess you're cleared to take off if you'd like. We expect you to go to the mining port for check, according to the information I have here. This is somebody else. This isn't Troy.
Yeah,
So he seems confused. You can definitely feel this, like, why are we leaving this big fucking ship go?
Cool. Yeah, let's go. Rock and roll.
Bye.
So everyone
Damn,
here knows we are
Trojan,
going to
baby.
we're moving to the Belter port. If anyone does not want to go there, now is the time to get the fuck off.
Is there nuclear weapons gonna blow the Belter port up, sir?
No, not to my knowledge. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they're not suffering like that.
Can I have that in writing?
No.
I guess I'll stay
This
anyway.
is as is. If you don't like it, then get off.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm
This is
illiterate.
not a service. This is this.
Do
You're
you?
not paying us anything. No,
Yeah,
we're
you're not
gonna
paying us
do it.
anything. We're doing you we're doing you like a service here.
Yeah, one of the what the girl from the Froyo thing is like, Mr. Hermie, do you still want me to go get the frozen yogurt, or should I stay on the ship before it takes off?
Oh, you didn't go yet? It's been
I-
like 10 minutes.
I can go now.
Oh, you're out of time, young miss. We'll just have to make our own.
Okay.
Now follow me.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Christ. Okay, well I guess we'll take off when we're all set and just get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, I mean, Sunstrom's definitely very happy. He's like, yeah, see, I knew it was a good idea to bring these Imperials along. They come in
Probably
here.
could have done it yourself. All I did was threaten them with freaking. All I did was threaten them with paperwork and promise booze.
Threaten them with a good time, as they say.
Yes, I threatened them with a good time or lots of paperwork, which is a bad time.
Good point. Great
Yeah.
job, Vic. Definitely great
Why
job.
didn't I think of that?
Because you're not an Imperial and you don't have to do mountains of paperwork if you fuck up.
Like I said, I'm a little.
Yeah, you threaten him with an axe to the head, Ridlin.
No, Richard was like the nicest dude. Like, oh, can we please talk to someone important? Like, please hold. Like, holy crap, Richard, you're so nice on the phone. Wow.
He is very nice. Yeah, so yeah.
Yes, you're good.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say about that.
I think
Probably
it was
a little bit
great.
out of
Just how we
character.
had to cycle through all of us before Vic was like, okay, I give up. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it myself.
I think
The lady that answered the line was so nice. I just kind of, I wanted to reflect that back and hope that I could get someplace just
Vic's
by,
gonna put his hand on your shoulder and say,
or flies with sugar.
Don't worry about it, Riljan. You're a good man. Don't let anyone take that from you.
the best was Hermie trying to get like I thought Hermie was gonna actually succeed, and it turned into the biggest shit show.
Diplomacy, Hermie?
I do. He didn't believe me. Know what to say. Usually works.
The confused old man bit.
Yeah, that one always a good backup. Just in case, always have that one ready.
All right,
Alright.
so we're taking off.
Yeah, you guys end up taking off. You fly past the Manalus, which looks imposing because it's an Imperial, whatever kind of, what is it, a warship? Destroyer or cruiser or something?
It was a cruiser. It was probably launching fire down from the sky every once in a while.
Right.
Doing orbital strikes here and there.
Could you remind me of the details of the agreement?
We go to the downport, and then I either deliver directly to the Menelaus once things are cooled down a little bit, or we deliver to Flammarion when the dude goes.
Okay, but first we're going to this asteroid mining
Yeah, we're going to a Belter.
facility.
We're going to a Belter port. Yeah.
Okay.
To stop off, and basically we're gonna wait out the heat, and we'll probably get searched at some point, but it's fine because we have all our paperwork. The only thing we don't have paperwork for has already been disposed of, which was the questionable package.
that they have.
Well, and you have paperwork for the nuclear missiles, but they're not necessarily still legal, right? I mean,
They're not illegal.
it's written as like missiles or something instead, or like candies or something. I don't know what you
No,
did,
I-
but
I
not
can't
nuclear.
see
The
it,
nuclear
not
part
the-
is
I did a roll to make sure I got the official real
Yes.
paper.
We have
Yeah.
good paperwork. The question probably is, would this fly in Imperial space? And the answer is probably no. But this isn't Imperial space, so it doesn't matter.
right.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that's really the problem
So-
is they could just not give a shit and take them anyways. You
You're
know,
right.
like
Cool.
Imperial law
Oh, you
doesn't
gotta-
matter.
you-
Where
so
they
you're
have
buying
to
them from
protect
us.
the
Awesome.
rights of people. Now out here, they can be pirates, and they will.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah, but
it's
we
still
Also have, we also have the detonator for them.
Oh yeah, we'll just threaten
So-
this shit. Imperial
Yeah,
shit.
it's like, okay, cool.
Mexican
You
stand
shoot on
up
us, we'll
the
just blow you
empire.
up. This isn't
Right on.
like seriously. It's
well, yeah.
Listen, we'll just give you.
Steel.
We'll let you go. It's shit, dude. This is.
But they probably have. I mean, there's a lot of people who know how to use, explosive equipment and detonators and stuff like that. So they also have
they
people who
could
could
totally
probably
disarm
figure
it.
it out and disarm it.
But they'd have to find the correct warhead
Sure,
Yeah, in time too.
in time,
sure.
and that would take time. How many warheads do we have again, guys?
216.
Yeah. They don't have that many EOD guys.
The picture I could share with you guys.
All right. Give me a. I have to use the restroom again, quick, but I'll be right back.
That would be actually really funny. Kind of stare down.
Yeah.
Buy him and we'll throw in some more ambrosia.
You got a bag of gummies back here.
Here's another thing. I have a vague inkling that the Belter colony might be a base for, like, an off-world base for the rebels too.
Maybe.
Like they have, like, in order to avoid like their chain of command getting blasted, they have people. The rebels have people on the Belter colony.
Maybe.
So I'll probably talk to one of the totally not a rebel anymore dudes.
Yeah.
And see if, like, hey, you gotta know anyone in there? And we'll see if we can't, like, set up something nice to like maybe even sell them to the rebels. And it's like, by the time the Imperials get to us, it's like, wow.
Well, I think there may have been a few opportunities to sell them, but we were reticent because we were waiting for a system that could afford to pay a lot. And
we're looking for
if-
someone
if
who
that
can
i-
afford to pay for the
if-
period. Like, I like minimum we want the investment back, right?
fair enough.
But this is like a
So-
$92 million. This is a 92 million credit, like, stock. A
Say no
92
more. Yeah, I agree with you.
If
Let's
we
dump
make half of it, if we sell them at half price, that's already like a huge freaking.
Yeah, it's already like a 2,000% profit.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So,
Welcome back.
So Tony, while we're flying, while the Skandersvik takes off and makes for the Belter colony, I'm gonna go to one of the dudes who, actually, I'm gonna go to the dude who asked if he had a tattoo removal kit. He said, "Hey, how you doing, Betty?" And I'm gonna throw my arm around him, like, "Yeah, come on, you got some buddies on the Belter colony, right?"
I know some people.
Yeah, and those people, the kind of people who might also have suitcase nukes down planet side.
I don't know anything about suitcase nukes.
Oh,
other than
no,
what
of course
the
not.
news.
Nothing at all, right? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You see, we're friends here, right? And those are your friends over there. Now, see, I got some friends who have some friends who might know something about that, right? Right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I got
Wait,
no real.
you
skin
have
in this
friends that know friends that friends.
Don't think about it too hard. Point is, we ain't so far apart in terms of degrees of separation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could close that loop for me. You know anyone? You know anyone in the Belter colony who might be a little more, let's say, friendly to you and your friends? Let me see here.
Maybe.
Maybe a guy by the name of Gregor Gargari. I don't know.
Never heard of him.
Now, you see, I don't know about you, but I personally have had some good business dealings with him before, and I want to see if I can make some more. All right? So if you know if he's maybe not planet side, maybe someone who knows him very closely is on that Belter colony, well, I would really appreciate some introductions, if you know what I mean.
Listen, Mr. Imperium Officer, sir, I don't know anything.
Please. You see this? This is Scout Service. We're a little different.
Okay.
And you see, I personally had a delivery to give for this, and I got zero interest in causing any trouble for my clients. What happens in my ship stays on my ship.
This sounds like potential entrapment, sir. I don't know anything.
No.
Entrapment, like, oh
If you
God.
ask me,
I'm gonna
cop.
stop and go. Are you calling me a glowy?
I don't know what a glowy is, sir.
I ain't no Fed. I ain't no knock. Why are you talking like that to me? Come on. Let's work together.
I'm feeling uncomfortable by this conversation, sir.
Listen, man. Let me put it like this. If I don't got nothing for it, listen. If I ain't got nothing to show on the other end, I might just have to accidentally give up some good people here. And I'm gonna kind of like pull his sleeve up to expose his tattoo. As a company included. And I really don't want to give you up, man. You're trying to get out of this. I get it. So am I. But I need some information. And is this more of a streetwise role?
I don't know. Give me I don't know. I feel like you're trying to.
Like
You're not gathering information.
I'm trying to twist them right here.
Yeah, you're trying to
Intimidation.
intimidate him, persuade him, or
Okay.
intimidate more. So
Okay, so you want intimidation. Well, I gotta roll that on skill. Well, actually, roll decent. Cool.
Yeah, it's actually not
I'll
bad.
take a highish roll.
Oh yeah.
What do you want? What do you want from me? What I'll help you if I can, but I don't know if I can.
Listen, we just got some cargo to offload that might be very interesting to a certain type of person, especially considering the situation planet side. If we can move this cargo somewhere else where it's off our hands and we don't have to deal with it no more, that's what we want. And it might help you and your friends out too. Who knows?
What kind of cargo are we talking about?
You see
Gummy
that guy who
bears.
can't. I'm surprised you didn't notice the huge crate of missiles over there.
It
There's a
says
giant, like radioactive symbol on the side of it.
no. I thought you guys turned it into something else or something. You like filled it with gummies and stuff like that, and tried to turn it into like some other.
No, we have the paperwork for it. Why would we? It's all legal, technically.
Still nuclear weapons.
Yeah, we were selling them to someone.
Looky-loos, right?
Yeah, really.
Maybe you should
That's
sell them to
fine.
someone. Then.
I just need an introduction, my dude. You're done. I can see you're done with the fight. Maybe I could see if we have, some tattoo removal equipment here. But generally speaking, I mean, these Scandovics, these sword worlders sure love their tattoos. So I know that we have tattoo adding equipment. So worst case, we could probably just put over it. But I'm trying to make do with what we got here.
you guys going and starting the revolution kind of threw a bit of water onto our fire.
I mean, you should talk to that Gregory guy.
And will I find him on the belt?
I think he's on planet.
Is there anyone who knows him closely who is on that belt, who we could talk to?
I mean, I could hook you up with somebody, maybe. I don't know if they're, like, personal friends or anything, but I know somebody who is a strong believer.
Well, we'll have a conversation when that comes along. Well, pass him a bag of gummies, going like, "Hey, have yourself a snack, friend."
Clicking water in an interrogation chamber.
Friggin' beakers on my shoulder going, "Those are mine!" To that extent. Don't worry, I'll get more.
So, yeah, I mean, eventually the Scanner's Vic gets to the belt port and you know, I guess lands in their port area that's on this big asteroid. It's, you know, it's a shithole, right? It's just like a mining thing.
What's the gravity like?
Artificial.
Yeah, it's artificial.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
If you go to the weird places, it'll go to 0. If you jump too high, you might hit the ceiling accidentally and then get stuck up there.
Yeah, it's artificial. You know, it's a small area. There's not really any place to stay other than on the ship. There's, you know, it's, you know,
it's a good thing I have this EVA suit.
yeah, I mean, there's cantinas and food and all that stuff, you know, bar and stuff to keep people who work on the belt reasonably happy, but
Pacified.
They probably take like shifts through. So I'm gonna get this like, "Hey, what's your name again, friend?" I'm gonna get this guy to kind of this random dude to get me introduced to someone.
you could call me Snake.
Sure thing, Snick.
No, Snake. Like
Huh?
like a snake.
Snake? Cool. Like tunnel snakes. Tunnel snakes rule.
No step on a snake.
No step on snake.
No step on snake.
Well, that's it. Yeah, the tattoo's like, "Don't tread on me." And it's not like I'm part of that group. It's just, it's been appropriated since the first Civil War.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Snake. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm not judgmental. Okay.
You know, if he wanted people to believe him, he probably shouldn't go by Snake.
Oh, yeah, you got a point, man.
Hermie, I got a guy you might buy our nukes. Let's go talk to him.
It was a nickname like my friends gave me back in school.
Don't sound like friends, friend.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, meet me in Airlock 12. I'll have the guy there.
Okay. I guess we'll go with Hermie. Because we're kind of in a weird, like, is Airlock 12 in the space? Like the Belter space?
Well, yeah, it's in the winding Belter station, and you guys are hooked up to, you know, one of the other airlocks, you know.
Cool. So I'll go, like, Hermie, like, "Hey, let's go do this. Originally, if you want to come along too."
Oh, of course.
But I'm gonna bring my EVA suit because last thing I want is to get spaced. I hate being on Belter colonies. It is literally the worst thing of my life, but I make do. And let's see here.
Anybody else bringing their EVA suits or anything? You
You
don't
think
need
we
them.
should?
Nah.
One of those.
Boarding vac suits.
Huh. Okay.
Off the cloth.
I have to drop a lot of stuff, or I get encumbered.
Yeah, I'm gonna put down. I mean, you don't need the big heavy shit either. I don't need the sniper rifle anymore.
Any kind of suit like that, so I'm just gonna go. I got a rad suit, but I'm not gonna put. I mean, I don't need to put that on.
Let's see here. There are also like other sorts of suits. You could probably actually buy that here too, if you wanted to.
I have a breather mask.
Better question: do you have vac suit skills?
I do.
Okay, cool. Like there's like emergency vac suits too.
Yeah. We're on a colony. I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, or they're not gonna punch a hole in the wall, you know.
Yeah. No.
2 weeks. Okay. Well then, I'll go with Sans vac suit. I think I'm ready to depart.
I'm gonna go in the vac suit just because like his own kind of neuroticisms about
That's
being
cool.
in a belter space.
You could at least retrieve our carcasses.
Yeah.
So for proper Viking burials.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's yeah. I mean, you can make a decent. I mean, there's biomaterial you can actually make some money off of on station. So
There's what now?
just it's semi joke.
Material.
Oh yeah, poop.
Film or shit.
Well, or dead bodies. Dead bodies could be valuable. Biological material that can be turned into
Once
something
all the
else.
water's drained out of them.
Soylent Green.
People. Soylent Green. I can't believe it's not people.
And you know what? The green flavor of the Soylent is the best flavor.
It is.
It really is.
It's all natural.
The cannibals I know tell me that human flesh really is the richest, sweetest tasting meat.
Oh, I always get mine pre-processed.
Oh, you're missing out. You gotta get it. From... At least that's what I'm told anyway.
Hermie always keeps himself seasoned with bourbon or consistent alcohol supply. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you guys eventually meeting time shows up, so you're going to Airlock 12. And you see the dude you're waiting for, or that's making the introduction, and then like 3 other guys, 2 pretty big and one that looks more like the brains or something, right? And
Ridgeland bumps Herman. He's like, "Hey, what are we selling here?"
All of them are bombs.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Lots of room. We're gonna be rich men after this.
A bit
This
of
won't go
attention.
bad for sure.
All right then.
Just make sure to make more than what you paid for them. These things are kind of like hot potatoes on us right here.
I'm going to go for potato.
so yeah, I mean they got kind of they look like they might be armed. They're certainly,
So
holding their hand in their
Straight-
pocket and stuff.
Straight out of The Departed, right?
like so are we. It's like this is the Like, you know what? I'm gonna roll
definitely.
streetwise, see if I can size them up.
All right, sure.
Like, see, like, are they wary of us or not? That's a pretty good roll.
I mean, they're definitely wary of you, and the snake guy is like, "Hey, good to see you. This is the brain. We call him, I guess. Here, it's just I don't know, but I guess.
Man, this is Arthur, and this is
Yeah.
Buster.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to go by his real name, obviously, right? So you're trying to sell something to us. We don't know if we want to buy it. This is a brain talking.
Yeah, Hermie will go into full performance.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll step up, shake his hand. Good to meet you. We may have a mutual acquaintance.
Yeah,
How
good.
familiar are you with Gregor?
Good to meet you. He pulls out a little squirt bottle of hand sanitizer immediately after shaking your hand.
He's wearing a vac suit, man. There's nothing touching it.
Well, he had the glove off, right, or whatever.
No.
No.
It's shaped with the glove on. He's in a vac suit.
All right.
It's kind of like weird and imposing, but like, yeah, sorry, I feel very uncomfortable on.
That's right. You have the vac suit on. Yeah. Okay. So you have the vac suit on. He's like
Still does that.
It
Okay,
must be
that's,
like
you
a
know,
bad habit or something.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So, what do you want, Imperial Scout?
Man, it's like, does everybody know I'm that? Like, where'd you hear that
It's
from?
it's a patch on your vac suit.
What? No, it's not. I don't have. I bought the vac suit. I bought the vac suit on Sword World. I do not have a scout suit.
Oh, you don't? I thought you did have a Imperial
no,
Scout vac suit.
If where's my jacket? It'd be like an Imperial Marine jacket.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure Snake told him, like, this dude, he's like a scout.
Please, I'm a glorified mailman.
He just had a really good read on you.
Right. I mean, you look like an Imperial Scout or Imperial.
Okay.
You got the Imperial features.
I got the walk.
Yeah.
Space.
Please, I'm a glorified mailman. Mostly, I'm here to help broker a deal with my buddies over here. See, the missiles are theirs. Now,
What missiles? We got.
Yes,
well,
that is
let
what we're
me
selling.
get to it. First, let me ask you something. How is your relationship with Gregor?
We know of a Gregor.
Hmm?
We know of a Gregor down planet side.
You just know of him?
He's a friend of a friend of a friend.
How deep friend we going here? You know what?
A friend of a friend of a friend.
Listen, we gotta sell these things, and doesn't really matter who takes them. If you feel that your friend of a friend of a friend could make use of this and pay the proper price, then they're your guys.
More suitcases?
Anyway.
Oh.
Not quite. More like, how would you describe it, Hermie?
Much bigger fucking bombs.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't.
But they're missiles. See, that's what makes them superior to your suitcase variety bullshit. You see, now a suitcase bomb, a man has to walk in there, place it down, threaten someone, whatever. But if you have a missile, you can be far away and just blow the fuck out of them, and then you don't have to worry about it at all.
But we don't have any launchers. Do you have launchers for us?
Oh.
Or like.
Just light a match and see where it goes. Okay. It's a fair point. It's a fair point, but I might know some people that can maybe hook you up with that. And I just look over at the Scanders, Vic. These guys know somebody who has missile launchers for sure.
They'll fit to a standard. They'll fit to a standard ship class. They'll fit to a standard ship class hardpoint. You can get those basically anywhere.
I mean, how much are you looking for them? How many are we talking about?
Oh, how many did we have, Richland? Literal tons, correct?
18 tons, 216 individual warheads.
You heard that? So we were
Holy
asking,
shit!
We're thinking like 9 billion credits or something. 9 million or whatever.
9T.
Oh yes,
90.
90 million. That's what it was. Term you would remember, Danny just did.
That's a
market price,
crazy
but, you know.
amount. What the fuck?
Well, that's just market
It's a
price.
lot of bombs, you know. Well, in war, never know what you might need.
We're just rebels. We don't have that kind of cash.
Oh, well, what do you have?
Well, I mean, we're not rebels. But if we were, we don't have that kind of cash. Someone jabbed his, like, shut up.
Okay, let's say in this theoretical space of you not being rebels, how much cash do you have?
You don't have to buy all of them. You know, I mean, I'd like it. We'd be much better friends if you did. But
How much would it cost for one missile? And can you turn it into a suitcase?
sorry, they only
Or like-
sell them by the.
A backpack or something?
We only sell them by a the ton. But if you wanted to, I could put some straps on it, and you could ride it into space, like a backpack.
Is it how I love to how I learned
10,000 credits for a ton.
10K for just a ton? No, screw that, man.
Should we murder these men? Never know.
Nah, leave them.
We're wasting our
20,000.
Yeah.
I got 20,000 I can come up with right now.
You're wasting your time, man.
Oh well, we
Man.
could sell you some mead. Would you like some mead instead?
Yeah, we could.
How much
Yeah,
does
there's
it
a-
need?
Richland, this is all you. And Hermie just walks away dejected.
Yeah. Just make sure that you keep 1 ton. That's mine.
What about 20,000 for a half a ton?
What?
He wants one bomb, huh?
Nah.
There's 12 warheads per ton. Well, so what is that? That's
6
bought 'em
warheads
at
then.
60 we bought them at 60,000 per ton.
You
That's
bought
fine.
them at a little over $1 million for the whole thing.
Yeah.
The goal
yeah.
is
One point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because we did. Right. So they're
Yeah.
5,000. Right, 5,000 per ton is
So
what we bought them at.
minimum
warhead.
you need like 2 million credits, and ideally we
Well,
sell them in one.
Let me put it this
one.
way: if he gives us 20,000, that's quadrupling our investment on one warhead. If he pays us,
Well,
8,000.
sure, but
For
at
one
the
warhead.
same time, it's like, okay, we give him 1 warhead. Where do we get to put the rest of them? And whoever we sell the rest of them to is going to be pretty pissed off. We sold 1 to the fucking rebels. That's it. Fuck them. They can't take the whole thing. They can't take the whole thing.
Well, you got him like
On the other
60,000.
hand, we do have 8 wonderful tons of Condarian ambrosia. If you're interested?
7. One of those is mine.
Oh no.
I mean,
Oh yeah, 7. I'm sorry, going fast. While supplies last.
can we get a warhead with it?
I'm sorry, man. Your pockets just ain't deep enough.
I'm afraid it's all or nothing, gentlemen.
Shit.
Or I also have some gummy Vikings here. If you're interested, here's a couple samples for you.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you could come up with 1,000 times that, we could probably be in business. But like,
Well, I think it was 60,000 credits per ton is what you paid.
we would.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
something
right.
like that.
Yep. So
Yeah,
that comes
something
down
like
to 5,000 per warhead. And
Yeah.
If he gives us 20,000, that's quadrupling,
That-
the money. But it's only 1 warhead. We still have
But-
215 more to go.
But if we sell the rest of the warheads to like the imps or something like that, they're gonna be pretty pissed off. We sold even 1.
If they know that we did, but I agree
they'll
with you.
notice.
I would
They'll
rather
notice.
just sell it as one group.
They'll notice.
Yeah, I agree.
let's
And if he's not interested in the ambrosia or the gummy bears, well, sorry.
yeah, like,
Parting gifts,
I-
gentlemen. Watch your
yeah,
backs.
we need like at least 10 million. Like even at the most bottom basement, I wouldn't let my buddies. I can't let my buddies get rid of something that costs them that much for less than that.
It's about risk, you know.
Yeah, no.
What about? I might be able to scrape up 30,000 credits.
You're still
All
you're
right,
still
I'm
down
going.
us by a
Bye.
factor of 10.
I've left.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck,
Sorry,
guys.
Brain.
If I can get more, can I come? We'll send someone to the ship.
All right, yes, give us a call if you find several million.
Sure, but don't bother unless like don't even come bother unless you have like at least 20 mil.
Oh, and just in case you get any funny ideas, we have like 100 sword wielders on that ship. Just,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you know, I wouldn't try anything. But good luck in the war. Hope you don't die.
Yeah.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
Shit, man. Oh, what the fuck?
Listen. If you can get a hold of Gregor and get a hold of us, he might have something for us. Before that, ain't happening. Sorry, we got your hopes up.
Can't we put it on like a payment plan?
IOUs don't really work in non-aligned systems.
Whatever, man.
Yeah,
By
sucks
the way,
to
if you
suck.
do talk to Gregor, tell him to call me. It's kind of hard to get through all that jamming.
Yeah, that's those Imperium assholes. I think, right?
No, it's your guys.
Nah, that's localized.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't tell any shit to us people up here, right? We barely know
Sorry.
anything.
Sorry to hear that. You imagine an enclave in an orbital in an orbital belter colony would be a great way to like fall back on that sort of thing.
You'd think, man. I don't know.
All right, well, good luck. Don't die. I'll fall back.
All right.
And that for right now, I'm actually gonna load that ton of ambrosia into the ton of ambrosia into the albatross.
Okay.
Make sure it's in there.
That you're taking for yourself?
That I'm taking to basically pay our bribe.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I already counted for that.
Yeah.
All right.
How much? Actually, I will throw in a little for it if you want. I'll throw you some dollars if you want. How much you want for it? 2K sound all right?
Oh no, it's fine. Don't sweat it. It'll come back around.
I did kind of promise that. I feel a little bad.
It's fine.
All right. Okay. Appreciate it, Ridgeland.
I know you sent one. You sold one too. I think before that too.
Yeah. So I've got.
At least one.
I
don't remember.
I did, and it was week 10 on Cardin. I sold 1 ton, and I sold it for 15,000 credits. So that's pretty valuable stuff, brother. So I don't know. You want to give me like, how much can you give me?
I was gonna say like, hey, I'll throw in 2K because it's like it is everyone's bribe. So I'll throw in 2K as my piece to kind of reimburse you a little bit.
So what did I end up?
Yeah, how much per ton did you pay?
Original cost was 8,000 per ton.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it was a little less than doubling it, and so between 3 people, whatever. If we can get Magnus to pitch in.
Yeah, I think everyone. I don't think the Scanners Vic would be too opposed to throwing in a few grand.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
would.
have to pay anything because all I have is 450. Now I've got what, 6,000 from you guys for that. Just
Yes.
take away 5 and put it towards Actually, you put in 80 on nukes or something more than that. There was 205 that I was short when I bought it. So and you you did like 305.
Sounds right.
I did
That's a lot.
735. Sorry, I can't help being in space. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to 1,000 of that and put 5,000 back. Bang. Still owe Hermie 235.
Okay. So you're gonna take that to the thing, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess we'll like. I kind of want to monitor what's going down on the planet a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm gonna wait to see if we'll wait a little while to see if because that ship will stay in orbit for cleanup operations if they succeed, or it'll stay in orbit for cleanup operations if they fail and the planet nukes. So I guess we'll just wait to see if like we'll monitor frequencies, see if we can't see if they don't like end up with the nukes captured or anything like that, because we're out of the danger zone right now, thankfully. So we're basically waiting and seeing to see if there's anything like it's a wait and see approach now. Like yeah, we can't sell it to the Belters. We can't sell these nukes to the rebels and the Belters because they're poor. But maybe if something happens, we'll have an opportunity, or maybe we'll just sell them to the imps that are there. Because like the Imperials could totally buy them from us.
They could.
In fact, we could probably ask for a market appropriate bounty on these unregulated nuclear weapons we happen to have come into possession of, if they want to be serious peacekeepers.
But do you want to draw attention to yourself is the question about having some kind of nukes when nukes is a problem. That's one thing. Sunstrom would probably be like, no, let's not even talk to him about nukes.
Okay. I mean, that's if that's what they want, fine. It would really be up to Hermie to broker something like that. So if he wants to come along for that, I'm more interested in finding out what's going down like planet side. And as long as we don't have any nukes on the ship itself, we shouldn't have any trouble with like the cruiser taking issue with us. Like in worst case scenario, we jettison them into space and whatever, we don't die. We lose 1 million, but we don't die.
I was like, I'm not. I don't feel like it's tough, but I just feel like they're gonna, for sure, just take them from us.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like if we're talking, like, okay, well, but then if they decide to reinstall the government that's there, then we can sell it to those guys too. Hey, I hear you need some protection from rebel factions. Here, have some nukes.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
So who's going on the ship? Are you all going, or anybody?
Yeah, you guys gonna?
Yeah.
Like,
have we discovered that the suitcase nuke is on the Skandersvik, or was that a joke?
No radiation detected from his. I mean, not any highly abnormal radiation detected with the thing. I mean, it's possible maybe he's got it shielded or something. I mean, there's radiation from spreading out to nuke missiles all over the ship to kind of disperse them. There's like a subtle background radiation throughout the entire ship at this point.
but in all honesty, the radiation coming off of those suitcase nukes these are fully fledged nukes. These are like space grade nukes.
But he
suitcase
couldn't.
nukes
How
are-
close did he get to it? I mean,
Pretty close.
Yeah, he was right up there talking to him.
I mean, can we seize the guy and check him?
I'm not worried. Like
You always can, yes.
Any worry? Listen. To put it one way, any worry of that one dude who is clearly just a crypto bro, would be meta. We checked
I'm
him.
sorry.
There's nothing
That's
to worry
inside
about.
baseball to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's inside baseball. If he does
Um,
have one, then we wouldn't know about it. So I'm not going to worry about it. You guys
Okay.
want to come with us to the
Of course. I'm always down
ship.
for
cool?
adventure.
All right, so
Our friends who we've made along the way to keep an eye on the nukes, who are still totally on the ship.
Now, we are taking the Albatross from the Skandersvik, which is what it is left Belter base, right? Belter station.
Skandersvik is in Belter Station. We
Okay,
can
we
launch
are-
from the Skandersvik.
And that's
Right.
what we're doing. We're taking the Albatross with the 1 ton of ambrosia to the Menelaus. That's the situation.
yes.
And we'll actually call it in as a delivery. Like, hey, we've got and first though we're gonna wait for things to die down a little planet side. So I don't know if Tony wants to tell us what resolution is happening planet side right now.
I mean, it seems like the fight's still going on, but you kind of don't get as much information out here as you would, you know.
How long did it
Closer.
take? How long has it been going on for?
Oh,
at this
it's
point?
probably been about
A few days.
a few days, yeah. Not quite a week.
And the stormtroopers didn't quash it, huh?
Well, I mean, they're kind of in a standstill for sure in the cities that are claiming suitcase nuke things. There's kind of a
Okay.
what should we do
That actually
here?
slowed them down.
Yeah.
So they did take the hostage situation seriously. Awesome.
Right, and lady.
Yeah. What's the situation with what's your name? I have it written down.
Well, I'm sure you're going to get
Stella.
this as you're getting to the like when you get to the ship. A lot of this information is probably going to come to you when you get to
Yeah.
the thing, rather than
Okay. Well,
away.
Then in that case, we're going to fly out. At that point, I guess. We'll send, because this is still in system. We'll send transmission to the Menelaus for permission to approach before even like setting off from the Skandersvik. We'll
Yeah, and
send through-
you're given clearance to approach and stuff because you are a scout ship and stuff. You're an
Yeah.
Imperium scout ship, so it almost like they think that, if anything, they think that you're part of their.
We're on their side.
You're on their side, and you're part of the Imperium. You know, they almost think you're active right now.
I love playing multiple sides of the coin. Let me just tell you.
But it's you're allowed to dock and do your stuff, and the information you're finding is that the battle's still going on. It's been a few days. It's been stalled quite significantly by the nuke hostage type situation. The Lady Estrella Aratari, who is still in that being held kind of as a hostage. She somehow got a message out to come attack, but then it appears had to have been recaptured.
What was her name again?
Lady Estrella Harbin Arataria, but I thought we shortened it to because it's irritating last name. That's multiple names. I don't know why.
Her pet name is Esther.
Estrella Atari?
Lady Estrella
Atari.
Arataria, Harbin Arataria, Harbin dash Arataria. So I don't know. Why they have to do with role playing games to make such fucking irritating names? It's one of the
Yeah, I
biggest
know.
Just
things.
shows how important she
Fantasy
is.
and sci-fi names are the most annoying thing. See, this is why I went with Vic Tracer. Very sci-fi, but also easy to say.
Why couldn't they just have gone with Lady Estrella? Why add the double last
Well,
name?
I guess
she's
that's
a
what we'll
noble,
call
so
her.
she needs like 10 names.
Right, yeah, I guess.
We call her Lady Estrella.
So Lady Estrella is being held captive by the definitively the suitcase nuke is there. Supposedly there's more around that city. They're even claiming to have multiple in other cities and stuff like that have stalled the battle elsewhere.
Well, now I know for sure I couldn't possibly have taken all of those there.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have brought about 30 nukes, according to reports, potentially.
No, this is totally. I don't believe that one. But okay.
I always believe the tabloids.
Oh god.
It's hard to read the other than through voice because they're always wearing the whatchamacallit mask, the
Yeah. Stupid like Guy Fawkes mask.
Guy
The
Fawkes
Space Guy
mask.
Fawkes mask.
Yeah, space
Does
Guy
he have
Fawkes
like a
mask.
third eye in the middle of the forehead? It was cut there specifically for the mutants who grew up on the Belter colonies. To be what's the word for it? Inclusive. All right. Well, I guess we'll land.
There's demands that the Imperium leave their system and blah blah blah. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously a ton of demands.
So I guess we'll dock and like bring the booze up.
Yeah, you definitely can bring the booze in. You're not getting a much. I mean, I don't think I'll even make you make a roll because you are Imperium. It's a little.
Yeah.
Ridlin will get a little bit of a look like what's the Sword Worlder doing here, but
I mean, basically, I'm what do you call it? Like, basically, I'm going through a process I've done a million times before. Delivering military mail is standard thing for scout couriers. Simple as. So yeah, we'll land, we'll dock, bring the shipment in. So
yeah, you bring the shipment in, you get some more information. You hear
talk to Staff Officer Troy like, hey, here's as promised. Still appreciate it. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, as you're talking to Troy and getting transferring the stuff, a higher ranked guy comes up to you and he's like,
And Vic's back in his old Marine jacket, by the way.
"Hey, it's good to see you. That we have more support from the Imperium here with you. I didn't realize we called in more support, but
Sorry, officer. I'm actually going to pull the jacket out, show him the Scout Services badge. I'm just the mailman.
oh.
I'm actually here with a delegation of sword wielders. That's why Ridgeland's here with me. We're actually on the independent release program. That's what my beautiful ship. Something falls off. Albatross is here for what I've been flying around for. So sorry to get your hopes up, but we really are just the local couriers. Is there something you think we could help with?
well, you've got a small enough ship and one that can probably get in there. We're trying to figure out way to get Lady Estrella out of her situation. Any way you can?
Ridgeland perks up.
It might help with that. Just kind of swoop down in there, bust her out, and bring her back, because she's really the thing holding us up from doing heavy attack right now.
Maybe.
Okay, it's like, okay, let me size this guy up. You said he's a higher end officer, and he's just kind of walking up to the courier who just showed up with and like this thing. Like, you mean you don't have dropships? You got plenty of.
Well, yeah, but they're. you're kind of side railed, right? So you're not really. It'd be more of a side gig in a way.
So you want us to what exactly?
Just go in there, fly in, quietly get her out. That's it.
I was a drop shoot. I was a drop trooper, man. I wasn't special forces. Like, I ain't no spook. I mean, originally you did that kind of shit, right? But that's for Swordworlders.
Sounds like a good time to me. Any
Listen,
in trouble?
I got an idea. I do still have some contacts planet side. Maybe request. I can see about some situation where I can pull Lady Estrella out of there, but I need clearance to fly wherever I need to on that planet.
It's all right, not a big deal. But you
In
do
order
have
for this to
contacts.
happen, we will need a distraction. So we
Sorry,
would
what?
like to. In order for this to happen, we need a distraction.
Well,
we can
yeah.
Give me a second. What was that? What was that, sir?
Well, the other thing is we don't get this whole suitcase nuke thing. Like somebody brought these nukes, and we're just not sure what's going on. Are they real? If they are real, who brought them? And if we could find out who that is, we could know who we need to, I don't know, prosecute or is trying to help them or whatever. That's a big thing.
Listen, officer. There's a radioactive lump in the system, in the next system over. They basically been selling the nukes willy nilly. In fact, some acquaintances of mine not associated with any of this bought up a bunch of like legitimate tactical nuclear warheads from their government. This isn't the proliferation.
Really?
Doesn't surprise me in the least. Yeah, you want to buy them?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
We would consider selling them to you as an exchange, as a bonus on top of maybe this other mission that you were asking on. If you promise to buy them.
Yeah, we know some guys.
I mean, they're highly illegal in many systems.
Not this one.
Well, not in this one, and especially not when they're being carried by an Imperium ship. And you get why they want to sell them.
I could talk to some people about it, I guess.
All right.
Why also, they're hidden. They're not anywhere near our stuff.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's not a chance in hell those guys will get a hold of them. So we'll go make our own conversations. See if we can't pull a few strings. See if we can't get Lady Estrella out of there. Sound good? All off the books, of course, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a casual conversation between friends, right? Fist bump.
Yeah, he doesn't seem as friendly as that with the fist bump thing, this guy. He's not really.
We kind of just dropped a lot on him.
Just an idea.
Yeah, give me more like recon or streetwise rolls and stuff.
Streetwise.
One of them, just each person.
Recon or streetwise.
Whatever tell me what you're doing.
Ridgeland Recon.
Yeah, I'll do a recon too. Okay, that's decent.
I'll use broker, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be good for what you were talking about.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, so Ridgeland with your 6, I mean, you're a sword worlder on an Imperium ship. Nobody trusts you. I mean, you would actually, so.
I'm just standing in the back, kind of observing.
Yeah.
I don't see much.
You don't see much, and anybody that you might see appears to not want to let you see what they're doing or anything. You know,
Mhm.
like it's a little. You're not. Nobody's sure why you're there. So other than you're with this Vic guy and stuff, so I guess you're okay.
Background.
Right.
It-
Um.
it's an Imperium ship. Vic's clearly an Imperial. He's probably off. He's probably fine.
Hermie, what were you doing specifically with your broker?
Oh, I was trying to sell nukes.
Convincing him we're on the level, probably.
Convincing him to talk to his superior officers.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay.
Well played, sir.
So yeah, you're trying to talk to people about potentially knowing a way to knowing
Move our way up the chain.
armaments
While we're
or something.
here.
And Vic picks up like that guy that you had talked to. You overhear him talking to somebody like, yeah, we have to. Apparently, there's other nuclear sources in the system. We need to find out where that stuff is. I don't. The sources should be good, but we're gonna have to find those other nuclear weapons. We don't want them to get in the hands of the wrong people, and we're gonna have to confiscate them if needed. Is kind of the conversation that you kind of
Oh,
overhear.
sale.
Oh, for what we were talking about.
Yeah, you told them that you had, you know, of somebody who has more nuclear weapons or nuclear something in the system. So
Yeah.
stockpile.
Like-
So he's
Okay,
more of he's going with confiscate type of thing. Like, we need to confiscate this shit.
You sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that paperwork? It'd be a lot easier just to buy them.
Well, he wasn't talking directly to you. He was like,
I mean,
you
yeah,
overhear
I-
this conversation.
If I overheard him, I can speak up. Like,
That's
talk to this
procedure. That's procedure. Do you know where these are so we can go pick them up?
no. But
Oh, okay.
he can tell you he can tell you. They point over at Hermie. No, but he can tell you how to buy them. Then you don't have to look for them. They get delivered straight to you.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to my superiors about that. But
Hey,
as
just
far as
consider it
I know, we need to confiscate any illegal weapons or suspect weapons in the system.
Originally can't help himself. It's just like, what makes them illegal here? This is an imperial space.
It's there was like a term for it. I forgot what it was. Like Imperium.
Oh, the
It was like
what's the word for it?
slave state. No, something
No,
weird.
that's
like
not a
that.
vassal state either.
It was a term that they were like friendly with the Imperium and basically under their protection kind of thing or something. So they're
Okay.
Well, you know, we still got the we still got the kill switch on them. So, worst case.
In case we blow up a bunch of Imperial.
Blame the Belter rebels.
Oh yeah, no.
We got names and faces.
Oh, totally. All right. Well, I guess we'll. I guess we're kind of in a race against time to keep the Imperials from trying to confiscate them from the Scanners, Vic.
right. And the scanners, Vic. I forgot to mention that Sunstrom probably is like really wants to get the fuck out of the system. So he probably asked you guys like, any way we can
Where's
get
he going next?
Yeah, any way we can get out of here as soon as possible.
Hold on. Where's he going next?
The next route would probably be jumping to Ucella, Ucella.
Let's see here. Let me do a quick astrogation of Ucella.
they'd be going through the Bowman area systems.
Eventually.
What's the name of it? UCELA?
UCELLA.
Who else? Chella.
Here we go. In the Five Sisters. Of the Five Sisters. Okay. Spinward Marches.
Client state. That's what it is.
Client state. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a client state. Where is Stella?
It's just south. It's 2 parsecs away.
Okay, yeah. We can make that jump. I'm gonna recommend he just makes the jump. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay.
If we can sell those warheads to them, we can set up a different rendezvous and bring them that way. But if he wants to get out of Dodge, he should get out of Dodge, and we'll follow up behind him as soon as we're wrapped up here.
Okay.
Because he should be well outside of range of this cruiser at this point, and making a jump should be fairly without issue. And then he gets to avoid having to deal with the Imperials who want the nukes.
Sounds good. Yeah, he would definitely be like, if you think that's safe and they won't chase after me initially, I think
one
that's...
cruiser, and they got mission planet side. They are not moving out of orbit.
Yeah, he'd definitely jump if that was your suggestion.
As soon as we passed orbit to the freaking Belter colony, it was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That's basically what he'd do. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll rendezvous on the way back. If they feel that the ship and the mission would be harmed, do you guys think they should have permission to just jettison the nukes?
No.
No? Don't jettison the nukes? Okay.
No. Because they're just gonna do it regardless. They want to get rid of them, and they don't give a shit about the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of that money is theirs, I think, on loan.
$1 million of it is, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it is. So they have a bit of an interest in it, but worst case.
Yeah. I think he tells you he's going to follow the route. I mean, depending on how long it takes you or whatever, he would follow the route from Usela to Gohachur and Idutari, something like that with the I. It's just kind of like right along the route there.
So, but is that Imperium space in the according to the map?
Yeah, you don't want to go to imp space like that.
Yeah, he wants to dump him. He wants to get rid of him before
going into Imperial space. Yeah.
Right. I think the Bowman is. I don't think is full Imperium. I think they're kind of like.
Yeah, no, they're not.
There's a bunch of worlds out there.
Some of the worlds are Imperium, some aren't, and are friendly. So I think it's kind of like the Wild West or something in a way. Type of.
Cool. Well, maybe there's someone there we can sell them to.
Like some of the systems you wouldn't want to bring them into, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's a TL7 world.
And he might try to avoid some of those systems too. I don't know. Depends. But yeah, I don't know. It's like 10:30. I don't know. Do you guys want to?
Okay. Well, let's talk. Let's go over what we can do.
Sure.
I think we should probably negotiate with Gregor to get her out.
Okay.
See if we can't get maybe a bunch of Yellow Leaf along with us too, so we can make something of this trip. So yeah, let's head planet side and see if we can't make contact with somebody. Oh, you know what? Oh, fuck. You know what you should have done? I should have put a ton of the nukes into my secret compartment. My smuggler's compartment and said okay, here you go. Thanks. Oh well, too late.
Yeah.
For
So-
the best.
Skandersvik is jumping. I
Right.
mean, we can still go back, pick some up, and go, but now. Skandersvik
It'll take
will
2
jump in.
weeks.
They'll
Yeah,
probably
it
drop
takes
off
2 weeks to get there and then back to another 2
Yeah.
weeks. So
Yeah, I know. Skandersvik, they'll probably drop the civilians off there, most likely in the Belter colony.
yeah, I would say unless you for some reason wanted to take more or take them
We
further.
can bring them back planet side later if we want to.
They can
Yeah, so
they can probably get back from the belt. You know, not super easy, but easier than a whole nother system. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So we'll drop. Yeah, we'll go planet side. See if we can't find where.
They should really build a Froyo shop in the belt here.
A $1 million idea for $1 million brain.
Would you finance me, sir?
Oh, maybe I'd have to see your you'd have to prove yourself.
I've never run a
Every
business
businessman.
before, but I am management material, I've been told, of Froyo.
And I love
Oh
you.
yes, I can see. Definitely management material.
Got away with the ladies.
So Vic's suggestion is we go planet side, try and find Gregor, and negotiate out of this. Possibly
Okay.
get him to delay his revolution, like fall back, cut losses, delay his revolution, and maybe in the near future we can deliver an arsenal.
So that's what you're going to try to do.
I mean, better a failed revolution and keep the ideal than a glass planet from
Sure.
either their own nukes or aerial bombardment. Because, like, frankly, they're screwed. Like, they're really screwed right now.
Yeah. So that's what we'll take up next session then, is I guess trying to find Gregor and negotiate that, unless you want
Have a better
to.
idea.
Should I prepare any for potentially busting in and fighting?
I mean, I think both are a good idea. In
Okay.
fact, you could probably use the same encounter if we screw up royally and have
Okay.
to fight our way out. Because they wouldn't be that different in that sense.
I like that
Oh
picture.
God, no. The difference would be the direction we're fighting.
All right.
Yeah, it would probably involve a lot of stealth and stuff, like us sneaking out and trying to get away and stuff like that. So, like, you said you wanted to be kind of like a stealthy special forces thing to get the lady out. I think it would be just as viable to find, like, I'll of course listen to your guys' input on this. Like Vic's not like Vic's the captain, but he's not the king. So I do want to hear what you guys what ideas you have to get out of this situation, if you have anything better.
Well, and keep in mind play styles too. Do you want to have
Do you
action,
want to fight or
or do you want to do a lot of negotiation? Like tonight was a lot of negotiation. It was fun, but no fight. So
I mean, I think every time we fight Tony, you end up disappointed.
well, yeah, but I don't think that disappoints you guys because you do win. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, honestly, if I had a good place to gear up for a stealth insert, then I'd be more into it. But we don't really have that stuff, so yeah.
yeah.
That is unless.
Well, I think in any situation, I mean, warmonger or not, you should try and negotiate. And I'm totally down with going that track. I don't know to what extent it'll yield any fruit, and if it does, I mean, hey, that's based on the rolls. In the alternative, TNO, I mean, there's the opportunity for stealth insert, and that could go away, awry based on the rolls, and then it's just bare knuckle fighting. I mean,
And the nice part
even
about
Ridgeland knows is that fighting should be the last thing.
okay.
But he still loves it.
You know what? Gregor Grigari seems like a dude who would want to have a fist fight with you in order to determine
friends.
if you're worthy of his time and attention.
That's a good point. Yeah, that
So
actually.
you know what?
Yeah,
So maybe we can have our cake and eat it too.
maybe.
So it'll be up to Ridgeland to beat the crap out of Gregor Grigari.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I kind of like that.
Like with a name like that, you kind of assume it. And because he's like, he's a farmer guy. He's like a big, beefy kind of dude, I imagine. He's like, yes, I'm for my people. Like, like a old school union boss kind of guy. Like, hey, there's a reason we can't find Jimmy Hoffa's body,
That's funny. I watched The Irishman last night.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
So yeah, this is we could have our cake and eat it too. So I think Gregor Grigari would be the best, like, sort of way in. And then we can,
Alright.
and then the best part about negotiating with him is we could all say, listen, we want to make this look good, so you guys back your guys down, and we can go get the lady out of there, and then we'll have a little more leverage with the Imperials to get them to lay off you guys a little more. So
And then we could have
be
a
the secret go-between.
Hermie has a I don't know, what would it be, an engineering the best nuclear device or something with like
Oh yeah, we have to disable the nuclear device.
with Gregor's like nuke guy or something like that, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
A nuke off.
a nuke off. Yeah, a nuke off.
Pose rules.
That'd be pretty funny. Oh, this just reminded me of. Oh god, it reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode where they're trapped in the like with the superheroes because Rick got drunk.
Yeah.
And he's taking apart the neutron bomb.
I didn't watch enough Rick and Morty, so I don't.
It's like second or third season. It's not too far in there.
Okay, I should probably watch it someday.
That's a really good episode too. All right. Well, thanks for the game, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Yep.
See you next week.
Yep. Next week.
Yeah. See ya.
Awesome.
All right. See ya.
All right. All right.